DLC absurdly lazy. Not only that, they like me who disagree. This all needs to change. Toxic. They're calling us toxic for rightfully celebrating it, and it genuinely makes me really sad because people are responding to this and agreeing with them. Joseph goes on a tirade. It's the toxic positivity of fans that wave away saying skill issue. Get good. The issues that he talks about here absolutely to do with skill. This isn't about difficulty, dodge hit that need to be fixed. They're not glitches, they're issues. Key design philosophies baked into the game since the intended experience that have been glazed over cult toxic positivity. Dark Souls, and Joseph Anderson doesn't like it. Never has.
Hello. Why is it playing through there? Hello. 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 Perfect. 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 Okay. Yeah.
And it's fine if you don't like those things, Joseph. Don't tell me it's your responsibility as a critic to fix these things, and if I don't agree, then I'm part of the problem. Joseph doesn't understand these games. He has no right to tell Miyazaki how to make because he doesn't get it. But that doesn't matter because he's loud and he's angry. Yes, influential, and that's the real problem. In other mediums, if you critique a book or a film, the artist doesn't hear you out and release a new edition featuring your suggested changes. Now we have patches, we have DLC. Community outcry does have influence in how games are developed and updated. Maybe Joseph Anderson is responsible for you being able to ride your horse in the Elden Beast fight. Who are we to say? It was a popular video. Even if FromSoft didn't watch that video, billions of people did, and that number of consumers has real power. So now we're in a weird position. Is it now the critic's responsibility to rally the public for the implementation of change? Should the critic now be considered part of the development team? Are we part of the development team as consumers because we can review spam and write mean comments? If I find a way to enjoy these games, to work through these perceived faults, or find methods that invalidate the criticisms that Joseph has, then am I working against the prospect of them getting fixed because I'm not following the developer's intended experience, or at least how Joseph Anderson interprets the developer's intended experience? I didn't want to make this video because I'm angry at these critics for being snippy about it. I wanted to make this video because they're actively changing the perception of people who play this game, convincing them that it works a certain way that it doesn't. They're swaying public opinion to a position that I ultimately feel is very misguided. And what's more, they're attempting to silence the people who disagree with them by calling them toxic. Joe, feeble. You want to talk about insulating yourself away from criticism? You want to talk about not listening to feedback? You want to talk about toxicity? Fine. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
Hold on, let me make sure I've got the pin out of this hand grenade.
Both Feeble King and Joseph Anderson call the people who disagree with toxic in their games. Let's examine all the reasons why that is such an insanely hypocritical accusation. Let's get direct. Feeble King is toxic. He blames his audience for misinterpreting his analysis, but his analysis fails to communicate any clear, definitive. He thinks this is the worst DLC, shouldn't exist, and he doesn't recommend it, but it's also not terrible, but it is the worst, and better than the Dark Souls 2 DLC, which he hates. And just because he said in defense of Elden Ring, that doesn't mean he's wholly in love with it, but also it's his favorite game. FromSoft games do make some of his favorite art, but he hates trial and error and memorizing movesets. But he's never changed his opinion about a game, but he has changed his opinion about significant parts of it. And if his audience don't correctly interpret his bizarre, hypocritical opinions, they're toxic. The most toxic video game community ever, apparently. most ridiculous example of Feeble saying his audience misinterpreted him is when he talks about the Death Knights and says this.
I don't and never said that I disliked the Death Knights. I kind of liked the Death Knights. I just mentioned them in a list with the NPC bosses that I disliked and assumed.
Insane. And again, textbook gaslighting. List of things you didn't assumed you didn't like them. What else are they supposed to assume? If you tell me something tastes like shit, am I supposed to assume you enjoyed it? Do you enjoy the taste of shit? With the information that he presented in his critique, what assumption could he possibly come to? He's not only being unreasonable, he's being toxic by deflecting the criticisms, genuine, reasonable criticisms, and putting it on them. He's calling them toxic. That is classic gaslighting. Feeble says that he is sick of toxic commenters using straw man arguments. Well, let's see. What is a straw man argument? A straw man argument is when someone uses a distorted, weaker argument that is easier to refute than the one that is actually being presented. Kind of like Joseph Anderson at the top of his video sarcastically implying that people think he's Satan for telling them how to think, even though he does that all the time because he believes that he can make arguments about art that are irrefutable. He thinks he can prove his opinions. Joseph Anderson is the king of straw man arguments. Here are some examples of straw man arguments that Phoenix in these two videos alone. When he was rightfully criticized for saying that the arguments made against him in favor of the game were as if they were cultists from the cult of FromSoft. Feeble says, I wasn't saying you were in a cult, I'm saying you were cult-like. Feeble. No one was thinking you were literally saying they had joined a cult. No one is saying that you believe a religion has sprouted up in worship of Miyazaki. No one is arguing that. That's not what people took issue with. What people took issue with was the fact that you insulted them. If someone calls you a donkey, the offense isn't that they've called you a literal donkey, an actual donkey like the animal. It's that they've insulted you. It was the intent, not the literal meaning of the word. How is you saying you're in a cult any different to you saying you're being cult-like? That is an extremely donkey-like thing to say. Obvious straw man argument. Feeble takes issue with someone saying that he should have used a higher damage weapon because he felt like bosses had too much health. Feeble says he doesn't want to do that because he doesn't want the boss to be defeated in 9-10 hits.
Hello. It's quiet. Hold on. Why is Discord being quiet? Ah, output volume is low. That'd be why. Cool. Oh boy. It has. Have you beaten it? So, no online multiplayer Morrowind anytime soon. I'm down for more Morrowind drama. Oof. How many did you freaking have to deal with? God. Jeez. Hello. They didn't get you. They didn't Dorothy you. Not yet. I am doing relatively well. A lot of drama, but there's yeah, it's unfortunately has to do with theater stuff. So yeah, one of my great passions, unfortunately, has people who either are stuck in their ways or ask unreasonable things. Who knew? Who knew? Hey, we're all here. We're all here and all, at least mostly, alive. For the time being, anyway. You know, as long as if we hear sirens from Mitchell's microphone, then we have to worry. That sounds about right. Yeah. Sharks in it. Oh, what do we call it? What do we call it? The Sharknado. Tornado. Tornarco. All right, well, we are ready to go whenever. Alrighty, then let's hit that intro music and play Well, no, I never can. Just watching Once those start to go down, as they are, then we switch over to the actual podcast.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Editing magic.
Magic.
And live. That's crazy.
Edited
That's
live.
page out of Bill O'Reilly's book. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Oh man. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. So how's everybody dealing with the tornadoes, huh? Tornado season, you know?
Yeah.
Any inclement disasters in your immediate area?
Pretty
Nah, I've been doing pretty good.
Okay, that's
Pretty
good.
quiet over here.
All
That's
right.
good.
Just
Yeah.
Mitchell, how's it been over with you?
well, let's see. I think we had our 5th tornado warning in the past couple of months.
Oh, sick.
Yesterday or 2 days ago.
Sweet.
Oh man. Well, hey, if you get caught up in a tornado, just like when you land in Oz, have a grand old time. You know, I hear the Emerald City's lovely, all that great jazz.
Just let us
Yeah.
know which Oz it is, because if it's like Wizard of Oz, that's cool. If it's
Gotta watch
Return
out for
to
his
Oz, that's terrifying.
Oh yeah.
But
There
yeah,
could be some weird secret third option.
Wizard of Oz
Whoa.
2.
Wait, there's a second
I
one.
mean-
There's a
Well,
second
in
one.
terms
It's
of
pretty
books, he
terrifying.
did release like a bazillion, so yeah.
There's so
That's
many.
true.
But
That's
yeah,
true.
definitely had a tornado warning like 2 days ago. And me
Dang.
and my girlfriend still met up for dinner afterwards after the tornado went away.
Nice.
Oh, you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, a new development about a month and a half ago.
Hey!
Oh, let's go! Nice. Congrats.
Heck yeah.
Look forward to hearing more about that.
Okay.
My claps are not going through on my microphone because Discord is.
It's like because I'm not actually clapping. Fuck you.
It's the sad child meme of the like, congrats, happy for you.
Congrats. Go fuck you.
Oh, but no, that's awesome. That's great.
It's great.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope you're doing
Was
well
not
against-
expecting to find a girlfriend in the middle of Illinois of all places, but sometimes weird things happen. So
Hey, life finds a way.
life is weird.
Life finds a way.
That's right. Not enough us. Oh, okay.
Movie producers find a way to keep making more Jurassic Park films.
Yeah, that's the important thing we should take out.
That's the important thing.
Is this what,
So
number
true.
8, number 7? Whatever this is.
I don't know.
Dude, my
Number
Yes.
too many.
saw that movie yesterday, and they were talking about it, and they said, yeah, you know, it was like it hit a lot of the same beats as the original movie. You know, they have the civilians and the kids and the island, and the bad guy runs in and tries to escape with the vials in a car, and they were talking about it as if it were a good thing, and I'm thinking, oh, they're just rewriting the same movie again. Okay, this sounds
course.
terrible.
Of course.
They just made the same movie again,
Yeah, of course.
but worse.
Of course, the theater
That-
experience was not the best for them. There's 2 theaters in our area. One is the one that's been there for ages, and it's nasty and gross. The last time they went there, they couldn't even sit in the seats that they picked out because the roof was leaking on those seats.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
But there's a new theater in the area, and it's much nicer, and they enforce the rules. So much so that when they went to the theater, the cops were there because a bunch of kids were out trying to just hang around and causing a disturbance.
Classic.
Yeah, kids gonna
Yeah.
cause
Well,
a disturbance.
the issue is it's an area that has a bunch of apartments, and guess what there is for kids to do in apartments?
Nothing.
Nothing. I can tell you, I live in an apartment complex. There ain't nothing.
Yeah, of course. Makes sense.
True.
So yeah. So they're like, yeah, we're probably not going to go to the theater on the weekends anymore. You know, for the one time out of the year that they go to the movie theater.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just think
Yep.
it's unfortunate that nobody cares about the movie theater anymore. But I don't care about the movie theater anymore either. So.
I mean, I
Yeah.
did go see a movie yesterday, and the ticket costed me like almost $30, which
Shit.
I was like, man, I wonder why I don't go to the movies anymore. And as I was purchasing the ticket, I was like, oh, yep, that's why. That's it right there.
When a ticket
Would you like
to
to pay
a
another
movie theater
$10?
costs the same amount as buying the movie on Blu-ray, it's
Yeah,
Yeah,
That gets to be a little bit of a problem.
yeah. It's not sustainable over long-term periods, and I really don't want to pay AMC for their Stubbs membership, even though I hear it's a great deal by people who use it. I don't see enough movies to warrant doing that. I see like 1 or 2 movies a year, so it's yeah.
I don't even see that. I might see 1 or 2 movies a year in total, including movies that I watch on my own time, not in the movie theater.
Dang. Yeah, I think for me that ups it to like 3 or 4 movies a year. Truthfully, I got to get into the habit of watching more movies. It's bad. It's bad over here.
Yeah, I do too. I did hear that Sinners is on Max, so I do want to see that because I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Sinner's good. I liked it.
So good. It's so good. I saw it
And
twice.
enjoyable.
I do want to
experience.
check that out. Of course, I have a friend who tells me about movies and is continually frustrated by how few movies I see. And the good thing is our tastes do diverge pretty significantly when it comes to horror. So thanks to him and thanks to seeing clips on YouTube, I'm like, oh, or was it? No, it wasn't even YouTube. It was Twitter. I know. Oh, Nope is a movie that is very good, and I would absolutely never want to watch it.
Dang.
It's that exact kind of horror that I just I can't deal with.
Oh, are you just not a horror person in general, or is it like
I
specific
don't
kinds of
particularly
horror?
like horror that much. I
Mhm.
like thrillers a lot, but horror is not my thing. But I'll watch some. Like the Thing. I do really want to see The Thing. I enjoyed Alien, stuff like that. But
Okay. All right.
Nope is. I saw the scene,
The twist?
the really
Oh, the
disturbing
scene?
scene.
The scene? Yeah.
And I watched that and I got the same feelings I did when I saw clips from the 80s version of The Blob, and that I can't.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable. Yeah, that scene really had my jaw drop in the theater. I was like, "Oh. Oh no." Oh, yeah, I got you. It's Sinners is more of like as somebody who also isn't a very big like a horror fan or doesn't really watch horror all that much. Sinners was not that bad. There are a couple of like spooky moments, maybe like one jump scare, if that.
Well, Sinners
But,
is
like-
more vampires, so that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine
yeah.
with that.
Okay.
Vampires are fun.
Vampires are fun.
Like Dusk Till Dawn was a ton of fun.
I should probably watch that one.
Oh,
Everybody
it's
says
great.
good things
Dude,
about that one.
that's the movie that our mutual friend told me about and said he was watching it, got halfway through the movie, and wondered if he had accidentally clicked on a different movie on Netflix.
Oh.
'Cause it just shifted completely.
Okay. All right. I'll
It is
add that to the
it is
list.
2 completely different movies stitched together by a freaking striptease.
Interesting.
Where
Okay.
I think it was
Yeah.
Selma Hayek puts her toe into Quentin Tarantino's mouth and pours tequila
Stop,
down it.
stop. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh, no. I was so on board until I heard that.
That it is,
Tarantino, what the fuck?
Quentin Tarantino plays one of the main characters in the movie and
Oh,
helped
no,
Robert
no.
Rodriguez make the movie and had his character be the one who gets that scene.
He's like, no, Rob, listen to me.
Yeah.
Hear me out. I have to do this. I don't think you understand.
It's my only chance, okay?
It's my only chance. I have to, okay? It's gotta be me. He's was looking through the script, just like, and this happens, and he's like, no, it's a very essential part of the story. You know, it signifies so much. He's like, all right, who's gonna play this character? Well, me, obviously.
Obviously.
No. You don't understand. It means so much to the character, and it's really symbolic. And I just need it, man. I just need it.
The princess is dropped. He's just like, please. Please. Oh no. Okay. All right. Awesome. That's great. I guess I was gonna take it off the list. Maybe you're on thin ice. You're on thin ice from Dust Till Dawn.
I mean, you could skip that scene and just.
What do you mean? And ruin the artistic vision?
A different movie.
And ruin the artistic vision? Crazy. How dare you? How dare you? Unheard of.
Dude, watching Tarantino's films like generally in order and seeing the fetish get less and less disguised.
Yeah. It's
I see you've seen his last movie. Which one was that?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once
I've
Upon.
I've heard of that. I heard of that one.
Be prepared. Just wait.
Oh no.
I like it went from like Reservoir Dogs, nothing in there. Then there's like one shot in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
And it's relatively tasteful. Then it just keeps going and going and going and going. And then I've heard that it culminates in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Tarantino. Oh man.
He's the champion of the foot freaks.
He is their leader. He truly is.
He's their cult leader.
He's their greatest soldier.
God's strongest foot fetishes.
Because of him, foot fetishes are in the cultural zeitgeist. They wouldn't be anywhere near they were without him.
No.
Yeah.
He paved the way for the normalcy of the foot. I mean, think about it. Like 20 years ago, it's like, oh, that's some freak shit. But nowadays, everybody's like, well,
We've learned of that, you know?
Of the freaky stuff, it's relatively tame, you know?
Part of that is the internet, because before the internet, if you got a weird, freaky thing, you just keep that in your basement, or maybe eventually just forget about it. Now you can find a group of 100 other people who have the exact same freaky thing as you, and you make it all even freakier by trying to outdo each other.
Out-freak each other.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, right there, baby.
If I can't freak it out with my friends online, what am I doing this for? What are we here for? Truly. Ugh. That's what life is about. Oh man. Oh
God.
So anyway, welcome
save us from this.
So, welcome to Foot Fetishist Anonymous.
No.
We decided to go non-anonymous and just come right out. Yes, we are all foot fetishists.
Everyone.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is my favorite movie. Thank you, Quentin Tarantino, for that. I appreciate you. You're incredible. I love you. No, anyway, we can take a quick break from talking about feet to discuss what I've been up to in the last month and a half, and then of course I'll end it. I'll loop back around at the end to the whole feet thing, and everything. But anyway, this last month and a half has been wild, to say the least. If you've checked my Facebook and/or Instagram, you might have caught some whiff. Yeah, so June 11th, I went in for the big one. I got the surgery. Yeah, you know, that one. I'd been wanting to get it for well over a year, and I scheduled it way back in January, and I was like, all right, the time has come. So that was an experience and a half. Well, I mean, I'm still recovering for it, so the experience isn't quite over yet. But pretty much went in June 11th, showed up to the hospital, and they're like, yeah, we'll just throw on the gown and we'll strap you up to a bunch of stuff, and oh yeah, okay, we're in the OR now. Oh yeah, here you go. It's time for the anesthetic, and I'm like, oh okay, wow, that was quick. And so then they just put me under, and I wake up in a hospital bed. A couple hours later, I think it literally the surgery is like 2 hours. I had no idea. I thought it was going to be like, I thought I was going to be in there for like 6+. I thought it was going to take like all day. No, not even. Yeah, I literally, it's just like that. They put me on the conveyor belt, you know. The they put they put me into the like the sex swap machine. They gave me like the, you know, I watched they threw me into like the Ranma pool, like the Ranma 1/2, like
Oh jeez.
But literally I woke up and I'm just like, oh, what the fuck, what's going on? And so like they just started asking me a bunch of questions, and I'm like groggily answering them because I am like, anesthesia is very powerful against me. I have learned. Anesthesia is like my natural enemy. So like any degree of anesthesia that hits me, it's just like, oh, fuck. I get it. I'm out for like at least a day. So sure enough, I get wheeled to my room eventually, and my friends, two of my friends tried to visit me same day, and I was just like way too high. I was high off of my rocker. I could not hold a proper conversation. But yeah, I ended up staying in the hospital for 4 days and 4 nights. The anesthesia wore off like the next day, so I was back in lucidity. And anyway, in the hospital 4 days, 4 nights, and I had a crap ton of people come visit me. It's funny because like I had so many people come to visit me that eventually like the nurses in the ward would just like, they'd see somebody come up to them and they'd just be like, oh yeah, it's the room right down there on the right. And like before they could even say anything, which was really nice. You know, I had lots of people from the community as well as my family and a bunch of other peeps come and visit. So it's kind of funny. So my friend, I have this story to tell. Hold on. I need to send this photo of the. Hold on, one second.
Okay,
I got this.
visual aids. All right.
Okay, I got you. 1 second. Yeah, so I'm gonna send this in the chat. Okay. I'm gonna put these next to each other. Here we go. Right. Oh wait, hold on. Let's do it. Okay. Sorry. This is not going to be nearly as funny as the build-up, but that's fine. So my friend Allison, when I was in the hospital, she brought a bunch of. She brought a bunch of the little candy beads, right? Like to make these bracelets here. And she was asking me like, what should I put on them, right? You know, and so you're like thinking, and eventually she was like, oh my God, wait, I have it. Now serving cunt. And you wear them one on top of the other on your left arm. And I was like, brilliant, that's brilliant. Do it, Allison. And so she's putting these together, right? And as she's putting them together, my mom walks into the room.
Oh no!
To come check on me.
Oh.
Yeah. So like it's my friend Allison and like three or four of my other friends in there, right? And my mom goes in and she sits in a chair in the side, like right next to Allison, and the entire time I'm just thinking like, please, for the love of God, do not let my mom see what Allison is putting together. And so like I just had to live in that fear. But I think I don't think she ended up seeing it because I think she was so involved in the conversation, and it was cool. She got to meet a bunch of my friends. But that was fun. Yeah. Anyway, 4 days, 4 nights. Went off mostly without a hitch. Though day one, was it the first night? I think. Yeah. As I was coming down, kind of off the anesthesia, I was like, dang, I have to pee. I have to pee really bad. And I'm hooked up to a catheter, and I'm like, I really have to pee. And so I tell them, and they're like, oh, it's probably just like a bladder spasm from the catheter. Like, we'll give you drugs. It's fine. And so they gave them to me, and I'm like, okay, still really gotta pee. And so they're like, oh, okay, we'll give you some more in a few hours. I'm like, okay. So a few more hours pass, still have to pee. They give me the next dose of meds, and I'm like, didn't work at all. Still got to pee. So imagine this has been like 6, 8 straight hours of really having to pee. And I'm like, something's up here. So they gave me the drugs, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then they gave me my Dilaudid, which Dilaudid is an incredibly powerful painkiller. I was on a regimen. I was taking oxycodone and Dilaudid, alternating. So they gave me my Dilaudid, and I'm like, okay, hopefully this will help things. It didn't. In fact, the pain in my bladder only got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And basically, it felt like my bladder was about to explode. It was the most pain I have ever been in my entire life. And I was like screaming and shouting, and I was calling the nurses like over and over and over again. And eventually they come in, and like I'm screaming over how much in pain I am. And they're finally like, okay, it's probably not a bladder spasm. Your catheter is probably just not draining properly. So they shift my bed position, and finally my bladder drains. And that was the greatest feeling of relief I have ever had in my entire life.
You gotta have high highs
Good
and low lows,
Lord.
you know? You gotta
I got to experience both. I got to experience the greatest pain and the greatest relief. It was incredible. I would have preferred not to have the pain, but you know what? You gotta know the lows to ride those highs, right?
I guess.
But yeah. So anyway, a bunch of people came to visit. Got all my stuff off. I got invited to a Discord server that's hosted by my surgeon's basically right-hand woman, and it's for all the people who have gotten surgeries with this specific surgeon. And basically, you can ask questions, chart your progress, etc., which is really nice. Yeah. So I've been
Discord?
like,
Future, man.
yeah.
Surgeons
What's
got
that?
discourse now, apparently.
Yeah, literally. So, yeah, I don't know. Well, I will say, the surgeon's right-hand woman is a trans woman, and she's a bit on the younger side. So I'm guessing she's probably more tapped in to the culture, because they're a decent chunk of like younger people getting these surgeries. When I say younger, I mean like in their 20s. So like they're people using the Discord. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
stop with the ever progressing of time.
No,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
so sorry, Mitchell.
It's almost time for you.
Oh.
Oh?
We're
Just go ahead
approaching-
and put me in the ground.
We're approaching the turn of the decade.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm hitting one of the big ones.
3-0.
oh man,
Yeah.
glad I don't have to worry about that.
Hey, Nelson, you can't hear me clapping because fuck you. How dare you? I'm clapping, I swear.
Oh, God. But anyway, yeah, so I've been keeping up with that. After about 4 days, went home and laid in bed. And I could not sleep outside of the hospital, like at all, for like 4 straight days. I got, I think, 6 hours of sleep across 4 days. And that was horrific. That was a terrible experience. And the reason why I wasn't able to sleep was twofold. First was just general discomfort in the area. It's hard to lay down. It's hard to sit down in like that first 2 weeks. But the other one was I developed a slight dependency on the oxycodone they sent home with me.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Yeah, so oxycodone causes insomnia, and if you're off of it, the withdrawals are enough that like you feel horrible, like it just makes you feel terrible. So yeah, I basically had that experience. So like for the first 3-4 days, I was basically suffering from a lot of oxy withdrawals. I mean, I was taking oxy here and there, but mostly I was withdrawing because I was trying to take it as little as possible. And then eventually I just kind of went cold turkey. But I had really, really bad post-surgical depression for about 3-4 days after I got out of the hospital. I mean, it was really, really, really bad. But eventually I yeeted my oxycodone across the room and stopped taking it and like started improving in like a day. So like, yeah. So yeah, opiates are scary stuff. It was the thing I was most scared about going into this surgery, and it kind of happened, but luckily I managed to get myself off before it got too bad. Thank God. But yeah, I do not like opiates. I'm not a fan. But anyway, since then things have just kind of been on a big upswing. I haven't really had any major complications or really any complications at all. The only thing the thing that sucks most about this surgery though is the dilation schedule. So dilation, the way it works is basically you take a big old I mean there's no other way to describe it. It is a medical dildo. That's the only possible way one could describe a dilator. And you just take it and you shove it up in there in your new hole, and you let it sit for about 20 minutes. And for the first month, you have to do this every 6 hours. So, my schedule was 1:30 p.m., 7:30 p.m., 1:30 a.m., 7:30 a.m., and I just had to keep repeating that over and over and over again. Because if you miss even one of these, you could lose all of your depth. And basically the thing would just kind of boing, I guess. What's the word? It would like trampoline-esque, like, or like not even. What am I trying to say? Like,
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Like the folding of space-time. It's just it pushes forward, and you don't have any more depth in there. That's it's called stenosis. It's called vaginal stenosis. You just lose all the depth. That's it. That's the thing. It doesn't harm you in any way. It's just like it kind of depletes the point of the surgery, unless you just care about the outside, which I mean, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good, But yeah, so I had to dilate for 6 hours a day, first month. Then I got to my 1 month post-op on Friday, and I moved to every 8 hours, so I can finally start getting some half decent sleep, or at least that's what I would say if it wasn't for the fact that my body is now hyper tuned to wake up at like 7:30 every morning.
Well,
yeah. So so basically, my body is just kind of like, oh yeah, 7:30. All right, time to get up, and I'm like, you fucker. It's just like I'm so angry because it keeps waking me up, and I've decided if I wake up, I'm just gonna force myself back to sleep for like another hour or two until I can get to my next dilation time. I'm gonna keep doing that until my body gets used to it. It's gonna take forever, but whatever. But yeah, recovery, like I said, been going real good. No pain. I can get around pretty easily now, and I'm finally clear to drive. Yeah, I just have to sit on this U-shaped cushion for I don't even know how long, however much longer I think I need it. Probably like another few weeks, maybe. But yeah, I can report that besides the rocky beginning in that first week, things have been pretty fire. very fire, actually.
Okay. Nice.
As it turns out, when you have those two things responsible for producing the majority of testosterone in your body, your body, and you're pumping yourself full of estrogen. In contrast, your body begins to feminize much faster, which is awesome. Even in 1 month, it's been kind of crazy. It's been like in 1 month I've gotten the results I've probably gotten like almost off the last 2 years. It's kind of been crazy. But yeah, things have been really good on that front. Pretty much zero complaints. It looks good, feels good. Yeah, and that's all to say about that. Surgery went awesome, and I'm very, very happy I got. Yeah. Beyond the surgery, I've been up to a lot of movies, a lot of games, a lot of TV shows, as I have been confined to my apartment and have had little else to do.
Understandable.
Yeah. So, 1 second. I'm getting staticky robot from the Discord. One
Dang.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh. No.
Wait a
Okay,
minute.
there we go. Fixed it.
Oh.
It fixed it. Okay, there we go. It's okay. Every time it goes all robot-y, I just have to leave like 3 or 4 times, then it fixes itself.
Okay, interesting.
I've made my grand return. Okay, but anyway, on to movie/TV shows. I rewatched Nightcrawler with my girlfriend. Nightcrawler is a Jake Gyllenhaal thriller. Came out a little over a decade ago.
Like a Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Please give over this one. Sorry.
Erase it from the tape. But Nightcrawler is really good. It's about this sociopath who basically tries to get into private filming private filming for news for news companies. So basically, he goes to like car crashes and like the sites of robberies and whatever, and he records them and hosts interviews for local news stations. And basically, the main guy is like a huge sociopath, and basically is only in it for his own edification. Yeah, it's a really good movie. I watched it way back when, and I was like, you know what? I'm in a Gyllenhaal mood. Let's watch Nightcrawler. Yeah. Next, me and Brittany watched 28 Weeks Later at home in preparation for watching the next one. And I gotta say, that one, not the best out of the 3. Yeah, I would say that's definitely the worst out of 28 Days, 28 Weeks, 28 Years. Yeah, it's just like there's no characterization. It just moves from scene to scene to scene. Yeah, it's just quite literally it almost feels like it's just kind of there to set up future films. It's kind of like a little stopgap film. Like yeah, I don't know. It wasn't very good. It just wasn't very good. I wish we would have gotten more time with characters where it just stops and it focuses on individual characters, and we get these fun character building moments. We got literally none of that. It was 100% action 100% of the time, and it was kind of just boring. I had, by the end of the movie, I had literally zero reason to care for any of these characters.
Oh. And this is 28 weeks, right?
Weeks.
Yeah,
weeks. Yeah. In contrast, 28 Years Later, which me and Brittany saw, I think, a day or 2 after, was incredible. Yeah, they did a bang-up job with 28 Years. Yeah, the characterization is so good for that movie. You just you really get a feel for all the characters. And we're just given the impression that like these people live like full lives, and like the reason that their society is organized the way it is kind of makes sense, even if it's a bit extremist. Because the plot is basically there's this tiny little island out off the coast, just off the coast of UK, which has been quarantined after the events of 28 days and 28 weeks later, because nobody basically is allowed to enter the UK or leave the UK. And basically, there's this tiny little island just off the coast of the UK, and every day at, I think, low tide, you can cross a kind of land bridge to reach it, and then when high tide comes in, it gets rolled away. And basically, they're this kind of like a society that's like very unto itself. They're shut off, isolationist, and this kid kind of is going out and learning the ways of his people, and going out and like foraging, and going out to the mainland for the first time. And yeah, and basically the story picks up from there, and it's very, very well done, well told. The like lore to the zombies in this movie is incredible. Because in 28 weeks later, it's quite literally just, oh, we waited a month and all the zombies died. And like that's quite like no joke. It's just like they waited a couple months, all the zombies died of hunger, and then like they just go back to the UK. In this one, though, the zombies are actually kind of like animals, and they've learned kind of how to survive out in the wilds, and have kind of developed their own social structures. And it's very, very fascinating. It's also, of course, if you're a big Patrick Bateman fan, real Sigma male grinder, I think you're also going to enjoy this movie. Because there is all I'm going to say is there's a character in there that his inclusion in the movie has given it the name 28 Inches Later. I will say that much. But yeah, so great movie. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Ray Fiennes is at peak in this movie too. He's the best character, no question. And there's just a scene with him in which you just like you can't help but cry. It's an absolutely beautiful scene. But great flick, loved it. There's also I saw The Life of Chuck. This one's a Mike Flanagan banger, who did The Haunting of Hill House and a bunch of others. And this one's really freaking good. It's based on a novella by Stephen King, which, despite it being written by Stephen King, is not a horror movie. It's just kind of sci-fi, I guess. Sci-fi with supernatural elements. And it's an absolutely beautiful movie. It is slice of life in its purest form, and it tells the life of this one guy named Chuck, going backwards, starting at Act 3, then Act 2, then Act 1, and it's going backwards in his life, from his death to when he was a child. And it is an absolutely beautiful film. So many just beautiful, beautiful monologues from characters, which is what the director Mike Flanagan does absolutely best, better than anyone else in the industry, no question. Yeah, and it's just literally from beginning to end, like just a gorgeous, beautiful movie. It also has Loki, good old Tom Hiddleston, and he's banger in this role. He plays the main character. He's banger in it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a really beautiful movie. I think it's on Hulu now if you want to check it out. Also, before the surgery, I saw a couple films. I went and saw Jaws in theaters with my family. It is my mom's favorite movie, and they brought it back for its 50th anniversary. Yeah, so we went to an Alamo Drafthouse movie party for it and had a lot of fun. It was my girlfriend's first time to ever see the movie, and she loved it. She loves all things nautical. She said it. She's told me before. She loves like bromances in movies. Not even bromances, just like male bonding. Like like when like guys in movies just do like kooky like bonding stuff. Like she loves that.
She loves guys being dudes. Good to know.
She loves guys being dudes.
I'm guessing she also really loved Our Flag Means Death.
Oh, are you kidding me, dude? And Our Flag Means Death poster up on her wall in her room. She loves that movie. Or she loves that TV show. She loves that TV show. Yeah, she also has a bunch of like keychains. She has a keychain wall or a charm wall, and she has a bunch of Our Flag Means Death chains. Yeah. Yeah, she really loves those scenes in like movies and stuff. And so like there's a scene in Jaws when they're out on the boat and they're like comparing scars and tattoos and stuff. And she's like she was having like a gay old time with it. But yeah, that's her favorite. And there's a lot of that in like Moby Dick too. That's her favorite book of all time. So yeah. She do be loving her nautical bromance or nautical guys being dudes movies and books and media. Yeah.
That nautical nonsense is something she wish. I see.
Yeah, it is indeed something she be wishing. Indeed. But yeah, I can't remember if I talked about this last time, but I saw Final Destination Bloodlines. I think I saw that the same day we had the last podcast. And yeah,
but
okay.
Enlighten us again.
Yeah. That's one of those movies where it's like, you know, if you want to see a Rube Goldberg, the deadliest Rube Goldberg machine, kind of go off over and over and over again, like this is your series. This is it. Yeah. It's just like if you want to see the craziest, wackiest, most creative ways that people get horrifically murdered, then like Final Destination. That's the one for you. That's the series for you. But yeah, it's just like that movie. Despite how horrific the deaths are, it gets so many laughs out of you. It's so many laughs because the entire time you're watching, you're just like you can't help it. Like you're just like, okay, this guy just like this guy had like a penis ring that got like sucked, and so he got like sucked into like a CT machine or whatever. What's it called?
MRI machine?
The imaging. CAT scan. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he got sucked in, and then he got like crumpled into like a tin can or whatever. Yeah, incredible movie. Lots of fun. Lots of silly, goofy, murderous fun. Saw two other movies. I saw Bring Her Back, which is a demon possession movie, but not in the typical way you would expect. It's a demon possession movie, but it's like, what's the best way to put this? It's like a kind of third or second degree demon possession movie where like a character gets possessed by a demon, but it's not really about them, and the demon possession is only to facilitate like a grander scheme. It's difficult to describe, but it's a movie about the grief of loss and kind of how we deal with it, and it was pretty well done. It was very divisive in reviews. Some people loved it, some people hated it. I liked it. I was kind of hoping for a better main arc for the main character because it kind of ends abruptly, but didn't get it, and that was kind of disappointing. But overall, I thought it was decent. I don't know. I think that director / writer combo is pretty good. They also did Talk to Me, which came out as a horror movie, came out a few years back. And the last movie I saw before I got the surgery, The Phoenician Scheme, by good old Wes Anderson, my boy. This film was pretty good. I like The Phoenician Scheme. I don't think it's anywhere close to the best thing he's ever done, but I did love seeing Benicio del Toro in the star role. I thought he did really good, as well as the female lead, whose name I don't actually know. I'm not sure. I don't know what her name is. Wait, hold on. Wait, I'm gonna lose my mind if I don't actually look her up. Mia Threepleton. I actually have no idea who that is. What else has she been in? Oh, she's been in like nothing.
Oh,
Yeah,
she?
she's been in like nothing.
unknown. Sick.
Yeah. Yeah, literally nothing. Okay. But yeah. But still, good movie, good Wes Anderson. If you're looking for some more Wes Anderson, there's lots of kooky silliness, a lot of those beautiful shots he's very well known for. Beautiful color grading, also what he's well known for. And I did like this one more probably than Asteroid City, because it has a bit more scale, or I guess it's it goes more places. Asteroid City was in a way a bit of a bottle film. Kind of only takes place in one location, whereas this one's all over the place, which I think I ended up enjoying more. But yeah, overall, pretty good Wes Anderson flick. Loved it. Next, Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible. Actually, so I actually saw that one before I got surgery too. But yeah, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Damn good movie. I tell you what, those Mission Impossible movies, they don't miss. They do not miss. Funnily enough, I actually did not see the movie from before this. I did not see Dead Reckoning. Which is extra funny because at the beginning of the Final Reckoning, they actually have like a plot summary for Dead Reckoning.
Oh, that's
But
nice.
me and my girlfriend were getting drinks at the concession stand, and so we missed the entirety of the summary for the last film. So I went in like in media res, like we walked in and we sit down and we're like, okay, I have no fucking clue what's going on. Eventually, I was able to piece together kind of what was happening, just from context clues. But it was kind of funny because it was just kind of like there were so many plot details where I'm just like where characters are just talking about things as if like they've already happened, because they obviously have. But I'm like, I don't know what is happening. Yeah. Yeah. So Mission Impossible. Me and my girlfriend watched an older movie together at my place called Secretary. That's a fun movie. Let's just say it's like a better 50 Shades of Grey. That's the best way to describe it. Like an actually good 50 Shades of Grey. I don't think there's any other way to describe that movie. Other than that, it's a good movie though. As what's her name? One of the Olsens. I think, right? Hereditary movie.
Elizabeth Olsen?
No, Gyllenhaal. I'm sorry, that was completely wrong. It's Jake Gyllenhaal's sister, Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Whoops.
I don't know why I thought Olsen. Whoops, Maggie Gyllenhaal. But yeah, it was a good movie. It's like from like the early 2000s. But yeah, I think that's all the movies I did before surgery. Yeah. In terms of TV shows, I watched a couple TV shows while I was splayed out on my bed recuperating. I finished up Severance season 2. Great show, great show. Love that show. Yeah, I watched season 1 a couple years back, and then I was like, let's get started on the old season 2, and so I finally did. And yeah, that show's fire. That shows straight bomb. I also started season 2 of The Rehearsal, hosted by none other than Nathan Fielder of Nathan For You fame.
Oh, jeez, that show.
Yeah. Season 1 was kind of like a mix of like cringe and like actually enjoyable content. Season 2 is just like full blown like like cannon to the face cringe. Like
Oh.
that's like you get hit with a cringe shotgun, like point blank. Like that. I eventually just had to stop watching because I couldn't handle it.
Die by the cringe rage. Just oh.
Literally, I just got to the point where I'm like, I can't. Like Nathan Fielder, this is too much. This is too much. You're doing too much to me right now. There were some truly great scenes in that, but man, I was at the point where I was like, no shot, I can't do this anymore. But still, it was good up to the point I watched. I will say that much. Next is probably my favorite show I've watched, excluding Severance, since I've been splayed out, which is Murderbot.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's been really good, based on a book series.
Mm-hmm.
Really famous, like contemporary sci-fi book series, and basically the show's about this murder bot that it takes place in during space travel, space era, etc. And he hacks himself, gains sentience, and is like, I just got to break free from these humans. But if he gets detected by them, they're going to melt him down. So he's kind of biding his time, and he goes off to this faraway planet with like these hippie researchers, and basically is kind of biding his time, and the entire time he's obsessed with what should we call it, what are they called, my god, operas, what TV operas, what are they called,
Soap opera?
yes, why did I suddenly forget that? What the heck? But he's obsessed with like soap operas. So he spends all his time basically watching soap operas, waiting until he can finally get free, and so he can go off and go into the middle of nowhere and just spend all his time watching soap operas. And it's actually a really fun, clever, and funny show. Actually have really been enjoying watching it. Actually, there's one episode left that I need to watch. It came out on Friday. But yeah, it's a really good show. Interestingly enough, though, it's a good show, but it's also a case of a show that I watched and I'm like, this is good, but I can't shake the feeling that this would be so much better in book form. So I downloaded the first novella, which is what this season is based off of, and I'm going to read it.
Nice.
Because I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious because I love the concept of the show. It's like right up my alley. So it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm going to read this to see how it compares to the show. But yeah, Murderbot, very good. Next, I think that's okay. There are just two more shows. Star Trek, Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with it with me and the GF. I missed last week because I was doing something. Oh, I was hanging out with my friend. Her mom came up for the first time to Dallas, and so she wanted to host dinner. So I went and I met her, and she was pretty nice. But yeah. Star Trek Deep Space Nine continues to be good. I hope I don't miss the last few episodes because of stuff. But yeah. Next, of course, is the banger anime masterpiece, which just aired its first episode a few days ago, actually, which is There's No Freaking Way I'll Be Your Lover Unless, which is a great title.
What?
You
They literally
up.
turned that meme into an anime title?
Yes, they really did.
Unless.
Unless, but it's the best way to describe it is it is a polyamorous Yuri harem anime. That's I think the best way to describe it. There's this girl, and this other girl falls for her, and she's like, "There's no way I'll be your lover." And then like some other girls get involved, and it's like a whole harem slash polyamorous thing. And yeah, I don't know. They've only released one episode. I never read the manga, so we're gonna see how this goes. We're just gonna keep watching.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna drag it out for like 3 seasons.
Okay, wait. Hold up, though. The animation is nuts, though. I can't even lie. There's the opening scene of that show is just like they put more frames into that than I think they put into the entirety of One Punch Man season 2, which is kind of impressive. Yeah, the art style is actually gorgeous. The animation is incredible. I don't know why they pulled out all the stops for this one. I don't think it's like particularly. I don't think it's like selling like hotcakes off the shelves or anything. But I don't know.
You can be the change you want to see in the world, Aaron. That's
You know,
all
it's so true. So true, bestie.
Buy all the copies.
Heading to my local Barnes and Noble now. But yeah. So yeah, pretty decent first episode. And lastly, last of the movie slash TV shows, I just saw this morning actually. I watched Superman.
Ooh.
Baby.
All right.
Ooh.
I'm kind of interested.
I watched Superman, and let me tell you, gentlemen, that movie is fire. That
Awesome.
movie is so good. Yeah. Genuinely, that is DC's best movie probably, and I don't even know how long. I like the Batman a lot. I think I like Superman even better. Just like genuinely give James Gunn $100 billion and access to every like pop culture IP in the world. Like genuinely, that man deserves it. He can't stop making peak. He just can't stop making peak. And that was Superman. Superman was really, really, really good.
Good. I was hoping it was going to be good because I do want to go see that one. That one looked good.
Yeah. The actor for Superman, really, really good. The plot, awesome. The cinematography, really, really gorgeous. I mean, James Gunn is really known for like his kind of vivid colors and like kind of bizarro settings. A lot of the times are just like very intriguing character slash settings, and yeah, he did a good job. He recontextualized like just a lot of the characters in like the DC universe. Like Green Lantern's kind of like a douche, but like a lovable douche. I will say that.
Well, isn't it Guy Gardner?
Yep.
Is that the character? Or?
Yeah, the character, the Green Lantern.
Green Lantern that they're
character?
using
Yeah,
is the Guy Gardner.
Guy Gardner. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know who that is. So.
Okay, well, he's one of the Green Lanterns.
One of the
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Lanterns.
He is the Green Lantern that is known for being a butt face.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, but yeah, I absolutely adore this film, genuinely, start to finish. It had so much heart, and like there were so many scenes that just like I was like crying, like genuinely, it was beautiful, beautiful scenes. And they did the best part of the movie. That was Lex Luthor.
Lex,
Like, we finally got
the pink hater.
Huh?
What, you
But
didn't like
he-
Jesse Eisenberg as
Oh.
Lex Luthor?
Oh man!
But he's doing the
God.
ass-talking businessman thing. Isn't that what you want for Lex Luthor?
Whoa! You know what? I take it back. I take it back. Best DC movie, hands down. Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice. No question. No question.
How do you know that name?
The full title. The full title.
How do you know that name?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you think I don't know Peake's name? Excuse you. But yeah, that's a movie of hope. Like, I left the theaters just like feeling like really good about myself. Like that's a movie you walk out of and you just get the warm fuzzies. Like genuinely.
Facts.
Once again, give James Gunn $100 billion and let him do whatever the hell he wants, because he has my vote. I don't think I've seen a bad James Gunn movie. I don't think I've ever seen a bad James Gunn movie. Yeah, I just hits. Yeah, definitely go see that. Would recommend. In terms of games, also played a bunch of games, as I'm sure you can imagine, over the course of my recuperation. I played through and finished Claire Obscure, or sorry, Expedition. Wait, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just try not to fuck up the title. That was a great game. That was a fantastic game, start to finish. Great game. Took a lot of twists and turns I wasn't really expecting, but the best games always do. And yeah, Act 3. Those Act 3 bosses are like no joke, man. Because the game really opens up in Act 3. You can kind of go wherever you want, and there's a lot of like secret optional bosses you can fight. And man,
It opens
Man.
up in Act 3.
Oh, yeah.
Act 2 was opened up like the whole world almost.
Oh, you're not ready. You're not-
Oh, I can't wait.
yeah. You're
Oh
not
boy,
ready.
another long ass RPG to add to my list. I'm
Incredible.
still playing Morrowind, for Christ's sake.
But yeah, the bosses in Act 3 they kick the crap out of you. It's so funny too, because I was when I started the game originally, I was playing through and I was like, this is a little easy. I'm gonna crank it up to hard. And I did, and sure enough, I got through all of Act 1, all of Act 2, and I was like, oh yeah, it's not too bad. And I reached Act 3 and I was immediately like just hit in like the face with just like it was just like being hit with like a baseball bat. It was
Ooh.
like, oh no, okay, we're not doing that anymore. So I had to crank it back down to medium, and it was some of the content was at least doable. Though I skipped two side bosses because I was just like, I could beat these if I sat here and just grinded them for like hours, but I don't really want to.
Understandable.
Yeah.
No, if you just parry everything, if you just play perfectly, you can win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get hit.
Just get good.
Just don't get hit.
I mean, I will say,
How I'm playing the game.
yeah, no, it's true. I literally only parried. I never dodged unless I literally had to. So I only parried throughout the entirety of the game, which did make it considerably harder, but also a lot of fun. Yeah, Obscure, really good game. I will say the ending is a bit like sudden, and it's kind of hits you like a ton of bricks, and leaves you feeling a little dissatisfied, but like not in a bad way. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, oh, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, I guess. But yeah, overall, very well done. And yeah, I can see why some people are putting that as their game of the year. Easy. Next, I played through some Deltarune.
Oh shoot.
Oh yeah, that's out.
Yeah. So yeah, chapters 3 and 4 dropped last month. I think literally like the day after, 2 days after I got my surgery done or something, I think. But yeah, Deltarune chapters 3 and 4. Excuse me, I couldn't remember a lot of the plot details from 1 and 2 since it's been 5 years since since chapter 2 came out. So I was like, I need to play back through these. So sure enough, I did just that. I went back through and I played back through chapters 1 and 2 in preparation for 3 and 4. And I got to 3, and I was like, dang, okay, I can see the massive step up in quality. Yeah. Like, I mean, there was already a big jump in quality from 1 to 2 whenever Toby got his actual team. There's an even bigger jump in quality from 2 to 3. You could definitely tell. And yeah, he really pulled out all the stops for this. Pretty darn good. I like chapter 3, but I don't think it held a candle to chapter 4. Chapter 4 is where I really started to I think, like, truly enjoy the game for the first time. Because like I liked chapters 1 through 3, but they felt like they were missing that special sauce that Undertale had. And then it felt like for the first time that chapter 4 had that special sauce. Yeah, I think it was largely because like if you play through Undertale, there's that sense of like everything's goofy and silly and slapsticky and whatever, but there's that undercurrent, right, of very serious like very like seriousness. It kind of underpins the whole thing. Like yes, everyone's like laughing and it's goofy and silly and everyone's friends, but at the same time there's like that those dark undercurrents that run underneath it, the more dramatic undercurrents. And chapters 1 through 3 for the most part were just kind of goofy silly slapstick, and then chapter 4 was the first time where we kind of get that, okay, things are finally we're finally getting more of that other side. We're finally getting the more dramatic side of things, and I very much welcomed that. Uh, so yeah, I was happy to get chapter 4, but I also still enjoyed chapter 3. Yeah, overall, chapters 3 and 4, good additions to Deltarune. Can't wait to see how the last 3 chapters play out.
All right.
Yeah. Played a couple other games. Played a ton of Call of Duty with my cousin. He was hitting me up. He was like, "Hey, let's run some Warzone." So we ran some Warzone, and unfortunately, we are how many months? We are 9 months into the development cycle of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which sadly means the only people left on Warzone right now are the people who have made that thing a job.
Oh,
Yeah.
the sweaters.
Yeah.
Time to clock
So
in.
we literally we would jump into a game and like we do okay, right? Maybe win a gunfight or two just barely by the skin of our teeth. But invariably, every single time, we would just like run into a team that's just like these people's skill level is so high above our own. We just had no chance. They just wiped us. And that kept happening. And eventually we switched over to the game mode where you respawn, where your teammates respawn after like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, if at least one person on the team is alive. So we switched to that game mode, and we finally managed to get some wins. Thank God. But only literally because we just went in with the expectation of like, okay, we're gonna die, and we're gonna die a lot. So just like prep for it. Yeah. So yeah, we had a lot of fun with that. We also played a lot of COD Zombies, which that was a lot of fun. We played through a couple maps I had already beaten, and then we played the new one, which is a ton of fun, where you get to fight a zombie T-Rex for the final boss. It was great. Yeah. Lots and lots of fun. But there's only one map left, and it comes out next month, and I'm very excited for that actually, because COD Zombies is my jam. I love COD Zombies. Yeah. Next, some multiplayer games. Played a little bit of Siege X, which, if you don't know, is Rainbow Six Siege. And for their 10-year anniversary, they added in a couple gameplay mechanics, redid some maps, and I think reworked their competitive system or something. Yeah, they added a bunch of stuff. All of that is to say. So we jumped back in and we played a little bit, and it was a little bit fun. I don't think it kept our attention for a very long time, but me and my cousin played it for a bit. Yeah, we had some fun. Yeah. Definitely play it if you're looking for a game that's like probably not going to die for another 10 years. At the very minimum. Next, some Marvel Rivals.
Marvel.
Old tried and true. But yeah, I tried out some Invisible Woman. She's great. Haven't tried it since they added Phoenix in.
Oh, Phoenix
Um,
is a ton of fun.
yeah, that's what it looked like.
I'm absolutely
Um,
terrible because I can't aim for crap, but she's so much fun.
Yeah, that's me, unfortunately. Why do you think I play Cloak and Dagger?
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
That's the lord on that character.
Oh yeah, same. I also played Ultron. Ultron is insane. He is
Oh, yeah.
his healing output isn't that great, but his damage is kind of nuts.
His healing output is great across the team. It's really good sustain. Like
Yes.
burst healing, nah, he's terrible. Unless you have Iron Man.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of, I also tried Iron Man. I don't know if they nerfed him since, but whenever I played him, he was insane. He was. I think it was like right after Ultron released, and he was just wiping. He was obliterating everyone. Yeah.
Might have trouble now that Thing can just knock him out of the sky.
Oh, can he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, 'cause of the-
Thing can now jump to flyers. He can jump to enemies, including flyers. And when he does his big old right click on them, it forces them to the ground.
Oh baby,
That's
I gotta get
actually
back into Marvel
really
Rivals. Let's go! It's clobbering time!
Oh, yeah.
I guess we gotta get
Rivals
around
is so much.
putting that so we can all jump in.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get the team.
Alright, add it to library.
Let's go.
It's free.
I mean, I'm
so
always
don't
down.
worry.
So, I know.
But yeah, Rivals is a ton of fun. I also played a little bit of Oblivion Remastered. I don't remember if I had done that the last time we had met. I mean, I haven't played it in a while. I just couldn't remember if I had talked about it or not.
I mean, enlighten us either way.
It's fun. I haven't played it in like 2-3 months, and quite frankly, I'm not 100% certain if I'm gonna return to it. But I was having fun with it. It wasn't grabbing me in the way I was kind of hoping it would. But still, fun game. And lastly, on the games list, of course, it is the second only Strand type game ever made. It is in fact Death Stranding 2.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Which may surprise you. I don't know why nobody else has made a Strand type game. I'm waiting.
Kojimbo has done it again.
He has. Kojimbo has done it once more. And y'all, I gotta say, it's fire. It's straight gas. All gas, no brakes. The gameplay is so much better than the first one. It is 100 trillion times better than the first game. Mainly because one, it's more combat heavy. So like you're having a good time, just like constantly getting new weapons and like facing new enemy types constantly, and just like getting into battles all the time. And it's actually a crap ton of fun. And second, they're just throwing upgrades at you, like just constantly. Like you get new boots, you get upgrades for your cars, for your vehicles, you get weapon upgrades, you get there's like a skill tree now. You get like weight upgrades constantly that you're developing. Like the game does literally everything in its power to make it much easier to both fight and play UPS Simulator, which actually makes the game a ton of fun. I was playing it right before I jumped on here. It is addictive, genuinely addictive. Kojima actually made it. It took him a game, but he perfected the Strand type gameplay. Yeah. Death Stranding 2, fire. Moving on to books. There's only one, and it's the old Force Fem one. Sisters of Dorley Hall, loving it, still loving it. I've not read that much of it since I got out of the hospital because I've been trying to grind through my TV and game backlog, but it's still good. I'm still loving the Force Fem basement. It's going great. It's great. Love it. And I think that's pretty much it. I guess the only other thing of note, I applied to go back to school.
Oh,
Yeah, third time, baby. I'm going for my clinical mental health counseling degree. Yeah, because I want to get into counseling, I want to get into therapy.
Okay.
Luckily, for me, I work for a psychology college, and they have a thing where if you work there for at least 2 years, 2 or 3, one of the two, you get 2 free classes a semester. They'll cover tuition. Yeah, you just have to pay like taxes and pay for books and associated fees and stuff, but they will 100% cover tuition for 2 classes a semester. So yeah, I'm going to be starting in the fall. I just got to get in the last few documents for my application, and then I'll be good to go. Yeah, so very excited about that possibility. And that does it. Also, it's literally I ended at the perfect time, so I'm gonna continue listening, but I'll probably mute up or maybe not. I have to dilate, which I got to describe to y'all. The whoops daisy, drop my dildo. What that means. So yeah, I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute up. Anyway, in the meantime, I will pass the baton to Jordan. It is your turn, sire.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, Aaron.
All right. Everyone roll 1d6 psychic damage for that.
I appreciate you trying to play it off. Okay.
Y'all hear that? That's what it sounds like against my laptop.
I don't.
All right. Okay. All right.
Nope, don't hear that.
Oh my god, I should show you. They gave me a bunch of them. Like, oh my god, I don't know how I'm gonna fit some of these inside me. Like once I move up, like you have no idea. They gave me this green one. It's the size of my. Oh my god, it's like half the size of my wrist. You have no idea.
It reminds me when my roommate was showing me dragon dildos in college.
Whoa, wait.
Damn it.
Showed you?
Pictures.
He was showing them off. He was showing them off.
We were looking online and we were just going like, what? Why is there a Hulk?
Oh.
The old tried and true.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
Just keep leaving the conversation. Eventually,
We're finished. We're finished, right, everybody?
we're moving on.
We're moving on. Okay, let me pull. We're live.
We're live.
Okay.
We're gonna get
all right.
banned.
Okay. So I did a couple of things in this last month and a half, believe it or not. So I guess first thing I want to talk about, it's the latest and greatest hotness, the thing that everybody was super excited about and immediately shut the hell up about. I got a Switch 2. It was a bit of an impulse decision. I had the money saved up, but I was like, I'm gonna wait for it. And then the day of, I was like, let's see how long the line is, just in case. The line wasn't that long, and I was like, I mean, I'm already in line, so I might as well just like. And yeah, that's how I ended up with the Switch 2. So I was planning on getting a Switch 2 anyway because my Switch is having like battery issues at the moment. Like, it's a launch day Switch, so this is understandable. It makes sense. But so I was planning on grabbing one either way. It was just a matter of how long I wanted to wait, and like the stars aligned, I guess. And I was like, screw it, I'll just pick one up. Yeah. So quick Switch 2 review. It's a Switch 2. Believe it or not, I know, crazy.
Woo!
Incredible, I know, crazy.
Crazy.
I've been using it to play Mario Kart and mainly my Switch 1 games because, You know, it's a Switch 2.
Mhm.
So yeah, personal recommendation. If you don't already have one, I highly recommend you just like, you know, chill out a bit. It's a cool little system, but like it is a Switch 2. I feel bad. I feel like Jason Bateman from Arrested Development, just like, well, I don't know what I expected. When I open this thing up and try it out, it's cool. Like the Joy-Cons are nice. I like how they like click in. The magnets are really cool, but you know, it's a Switch 2. I have Cyberpunk. I haven't played Cyberpunk on it, so I can't report on that just yet. Instead, I have been playing the much more graphically intensive Final Fantasy V.
Yeah.
You know, those pixels, man. I tell you what,
System to its limits.
really pushing the system to its limits here. I think I'm doing a great litmus test. You know, Cyberpunk, that's so passe. That can run on anything. Famously can run on anything. But yeah, the Switch 2, it's pretty cool. I'm excited for some of the more other games coming out, mainly Metroid Prime 4. Which, like, side note, I'm kind of worried about because I feel like they're just gonna
Let's
do Prime
go.
1 again, which like wouldn't be a
hope not.
bad thing, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like the gap has been so long that they're just gonna be like, what do people want to play? Let's just let them play Metroid Prime 1 again. And it's like, no, I just 100% of that game. I don't want to do it again. So we'll see. I'll wait until the reviews come out then. But like I mentioned, the two games I've mostly been playing on my Switch 2 have been Final Fantasy V, which is part of the Pixel remaster for Final Fantasies that they had. They had like a cartridge that was on sale with 1 through 6 on it, so I just picked it up because that's 6 games. That's a hell of a deal.
One of
And I
them
played
is Final
5.
Fantasy 2, so
I'll probably. Part of me wants to go through every Final Fantasy.
2 though.
Yeah, it really makes me not even like pick that one up.
Like 8's bad enough, but 2.
Yeah, listen, I can at least play through 8.
Yes,
I
that's
can
my
at least. So yeah, but I've been playing through 5, which is one that's kind of a bit underrated by folks, and I gotta say, honestly, I've been having a real great time.
5 is one of the best implementations of the job system in the series.
Tis true. It's the proto Bravely Default, and you know it's good. I like some of the jobs in it. The story's okay. The story's fine. It's there. Exactly. The story is there. The music's good, and the jobs are really. And it's cool to do different party compositions with all the jobs. It's a fun game. So that's been kind of my, I don't know what I want to do right now. Let me just play a couple of minutes of Final Fantasy V for the last couple of weeks. So that one's good. And then I've also been playing Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World is solid Mario Kart game. The Mario Karting is fun. Don't know how I feel about the 24 racers just yet. I feel like that's a lot of racers, and I feel like it gets to be a point where there's like clumps of racers, and with how many items there are in the game, it can get a bit hectic. My friend who I play with is pissing me off because he's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty good. So he's consistently like top 3, you know, always. And it pisses me off because he'll be in like first place. I'm in like second. He hits me with the shell. I get sent back to 8th. I gotta crawl my way back up to second just for the midfield to consume me with all these items as I finally finish in 4th place. And he's like, dude, you suck. And I'm like, try everything not to blow a gasket. If he was in front of me, I would punch him. Don't. Aaron, you're getting it is like I can't be bad because apparently it's a skill issue, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, fucking God, please.
Okay, okay, making it a little personal here.
Like, actually. But yeah, the racing, I guess, in this new game is a lot more it's a lot more trick based. I when I first played it, I was like, wow, this is Tony Hawk's pro karting sim. Like, this is crazy because you can trick off of a lot of things. You got to be hitting those tricks, and you can like ride on walls, ride on rails, and a lot of interesting. The game's been out like a month now, a little more than a month now, and some of the like shortcuts that people have found, insanity. All with like chaining tricks together, and yeah, this game is about to get super duper sweaty, but well, maybe, I don't know. It's still a game for children, so we'll see how.
It's Mario Kart. It's gotta get sweaty as hell.
Yeah, you're right. I just gotta get good, I guess. Gotta learn all the secret tech. So I just gotta hit the cart. So yeah, that's most of what I have to say about Mario Kart. The rest of the game itself, believe it or not, I know you all probably. I know this might be a hot take to everybody in here, but honestly, if you do plan on getting a Switch too, please get the bundle. Mario Kart World is not worth $80. That game is not worth $80. Not in the slightest.
Maybe in a couple years when it gets all the DLC and everything.
I mean, like, maybe, but even then, like, that's a very steep price. And you know that they're not going to give you the DLC for. You know that they're going to be like, oh yeah, buy the racing expansion pass with Tutti Frutti, get more costumes. Also, shout out.
The experience of the DLC is worth another $80.
Oh my god, Nintendo, please!
They're gonna release. They're gonna release Mario Kart World 2, but it's just gonna be Mario Kart World. Or sorry, Mario Kart World Deluxe, which is just Mario Kart World, but they threw in some DLC. That's another $80.
It's another $80, yeah, and it comes out.
Kingdom, the game you already played and paid $70 for, and we're kind of upset at paying $70 for. We believe the experience on the Switch 2 is worth $80.
Yeah. But if you've already spent $70, you only have to pay another $10 to unlock the frame rate and like use your My Nintendo app to write notes in your fucking phone for the game. It's
of course.
like I know I'm part of the problem in being the person who bought the Switch 2 on the launch day. Like I know I'm part of the problem. I know. But at the same time, I look at some of these things and I'm like, Nintendo, what are we doing here? What can you not? Man.
The Stegosaurus in charge of Nintendo has gone too far this time.
Will I still buy it? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, jeez. Yeah. So yeah, Mario Kart is Mario Kart, gang. If you like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and Mario Kart, this might be game of the year for you. For everybody else though, it's fine. Frame roam's not even worth talking about. They Breath of the Wild in Mario Kart, and it's bad, of course, because like big world, okay, cool. Although snowboard Shy Guy costume, kind of peak. Shout out my main, I love him. It's Shy Guy with like a parka and like snowboarding glasses, and he looks cool. That's it. That's all I have to say about that. Mario Kart World. If y'all ever get it, hit me up. Let's do some Mario Kart. Let's do that Mario Kart, you know. And then I have one more game that I'd like to talk about because my friends bullied me into purchasing this game. It's been blowing up recently on social media, and honestly, for good reason. The game is called Peak.
Oh yes.
The game is called Peak. Hang on.
Yes.
Sorry, my bad. The game is Peak. The game is Peak because it's called Peak.
It's called. Okay, yeah.
Is the game Peak? It remains to be seen by myself. So basically, the premise of this game is you're just kind of a couple of dudes, and your goal is to climb up this giant mountain, didn't get to the peak, believe it or not, you know?
Really?
Crazy, I know. Crazy, I know. Definitely hasn't been done before in 2 dimensions. I know, crazy. It's not about platforming again. So the funny thing about this game is that there's you gotta like manage your stamina and such, and you gotta manage like the stuff that you're carrying. And it's multiplayer. It's up to 4 players. And the big reason that people are going crazy over this game is that it's got proximity chat. So, you know, you hop into Discord, you turn off your mics in Discord, and like in the game, there's like, you know, you can hear depending on how close they are or how far away from you. It's proximity chat. I got to admit, the game is really fun. The game is really fun. It's a simple premise, but like the game itself is hard, and the map changes every single day. Apparently, it's like randomly generated, but like, you know, there are pathways to get to the summit, to each level summit. So, yeah, it's a fun game. My only issue with the game is like kind of time investment, because if you go deep, like the game can easily be like 2 hours. One run can easily be like 2 hours, depending on how long you take to climb the mountain. So it's one of those that I'm like, I like this game, but I don't know if I want to be sitting around playing the same game for like 2 hours, like the whole time, you know. But my friends that I have been playing with, I told them that I could not play last night, and it turns out that they peaked. They made it to the peak, and I missed it. And I kind of feel sad because I almost made it to the peak the last time that I was with them. So that just means that I'll have to hop on again. Hopefully that doesn't mean that they're going to drop the game after I spent money on this game, but that remains to be seen. Anyway, Peak,
Dang.
fun game. It's cute. Yeah, not much else to be said about that. It's a cool little experience. I do recommend it. And I think it's only like $8 or something like that on Steam. It's not expensive at all. So if you have the time and the money, I'd recommend giving it a shot. I don't know if they raised the price. My friend was telling me that they might be raising the price at some point. Okay, no, it's still $7.99 on Steam. So if you feel like it, check it out. It's fun. It's kind of a fun game. Okay, so that's it for everything that I've been playing. Well, moving on to stuff that I've been watching. Not too much here. Like Aaron mentioned earlier, yesterday I actually went last night to the theater, paid my $30 because movies,
Rip.
and went to go see the feel good movie of the summer, Superman. Man,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't like Superman. I did not like Superman, but after seeing that movie, I was like, man, I like this Superman. I like this Superman.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yes.
Yeah, not much else to be said that Aaron hasn't already. Film is good. James Gunn did a great job. This movie's got a lot of heart. Lex Luthor, peak hating. I wish I could have as for certain things as Lex has for Superman in this movie. Perfect.
He
I
is what
love
we all aspire to be. He is the hate. He is the hate we aspire to.
Nicholas Hoult does such a good job, and it makes it even funnier because he's apparently vying for the part of Superman.
Really?
Yeah, he initially auditioned for Superman, and James Gunn was like, "Hang on, let me." So the fact that he got Lex Luthor just makes it all that much better, and he kills it. He really does kill it. Everybody kind of kills it in their role. Honestly, shout out Jimmy Olsen in this movie. Hilarious. The whole thing that surrounds him, hilarious. I recommend you all see
Right.
it. I won't give any details about what happens. Also, shout out James Gunn. If anybody can take freak pics and unknowns and make them household names, it's James mother effing Gunn. Because god dang it, I'm so happy we got a Mr. Terrific adaptation on the big screen. Nobody knows who Mr. Terrific is, but I do. And now everybody gets to see how cool he is.
He was so fucking peak in this movie. I love Mr. Terrific.
Shout out Mr. Terrific. He's great. Also the I guess Hot Girl is cool, but she doesn't do too much. And Guy Gardner is of course Guy Gardner. So got some laughs. That ridiculous bowl cut makes its return to the big screen. It's crazy. Yeah. So that's pretty much all for Superman. Superman is super. It's super. It's good. I can't wait until the week after next to see if Marvel's Fantastic Four is any good, because if so, this might be the biggest superhero summer of in quite some time, and that makes me kind of excited. I hesitate to say superheroes are back, but we'll see. We
Look,
shall see.
look. If we can just get more peak like this from DC, I'm happy. Like,
True, absolutely.
this-
I will agree.
the Snyderverse is dead and in the ground, and I am dancing on its grave. The happiest woman alive. Genuinely, this is the best. Like watching Superman made me not only happy because the movie was so good, but because I don't have to deal with Zack Snyder anymore, and that I think is the best. That's the best part about this movie.
I'm so excited to see the James Gunn DC like universe, just because like DC has a lot of cool characters and a lot of cool stories that I'd really like to see adapted.
Yes.
You know, I like Marvel.
Oh,
I think I like DC a little bit less, but you know, I grew up watching Batman Brave and the Bold, so I know some stuff. I know a couple of characters. I know I know my way around the DC character justice guy. I don't know. I'm going with this.
I feel ya. I loved the Peacekeeper cameo. That was pretty beautiful.
Oh, that was. Wasn't expecting it. I'm excited for Peacemaker season 2.
Or Peacemaker, yeah, Peacemaker.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that, and then the other thing that I watched, I don't have much to say, but I started watching The Bear season 4. Yeah, it's more of The Bear. I only got about 4 episodes deep, I'd say, so I haven't finished the 4th season just yet. But so far, pretty good. You know, it really kind of so far we're kind of building off some of this issues that have been made, issues that have been set in the 3rd season, as you know, most shows ought to. I feel like the show, and I hope I'm not saying this too soon. I really hope I'm not saying this too soon. But I really feel like with this season, we are kind of rolling back on the, oh yeah, we're the Bear. We're artsy, but we also do cooking and stuff. I feel like this season is starting to roll that back and go back to, oh, let's focus on the characters and the conflict and not on, oh my god, we're the Bear so much. Because I feel like at least in the 2nd and definitely the 3rd seasons, I feel like the show definitely, like, as Peter Griffin says, it insists upon itself a little bit too much. It gets a bit too like, oh yeah, we're so cool, so we're gonna like self-indulge, but not in like an interesting way. We're gonna yeah. So I'll get back to y'all when I finish the Bear season. But so far so good. I'd like to see where this season goes. What else do I have? What else? Okay, so reading has been kind of rough for me this last month and a half. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't know if I talked about it when I started talking or during last time we talked, but I started reading a book called Between Two Fires, which is supposed to be like a horror novel. It's supposed to be like this whole novel that's supposed to be like this road trip novel that takes place in the 1300s during the Black Plague. Lots of religious, like well, not religious, Christian like iconography, because it was 1300s France, believe it or not. And I'm gonna keep it real. This book just was not doing it for me. It it felt like The Last of Us in a couple of ways, but like not enjoyable at all. When we got to some of the like creatures in it, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I like the creatures in this creature feature. That's cool. But I can't put my finger on it, but I just wasn't enjoying it, and it was just kind of tough to read. So I think I'm just kind of putting it on the back burner for right now, and I'm gonna read a couple of other books and maybe get back to it before the end of the year. But if not, probably just like DNF it at this point. So it's I got like 100 and something pages in, and I'm like, this book just hasn't hooked me like I thought it would. So I got to cut my losses. I got to catch up. I'm behind. So instead, I am reading a book that a couple of books actually. One that came out a couple years ago. One of my friends really recommended it to me, and it's been getting a lot of praise. It's called Piranesi, something like that. And I'm finding I am having a much better time reading this. Guys in a Labyrinth. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening, and apparently he doesn't either. So, interesting, very, very interesting. An interesting read so far. The book's kind of like structured in like his journal entries, so it's really interesting to see how he kind of like discovers the world around him, but also is like, kind of interpreting some of the weird things that are going on. So I'm excited to see where this book goes. I think I'm only like I'm already like 70 pages in this book, and I started yesterday. Like this book is, so far, I'm enjoying it way, way more. And then I also started reading, which I've been kind of reading off and on, a nonfiction book that came out recently, I think a couple months ago. It's called Careless People, A Cautionary Tale of Power, Greed, and Lost Idealism. And it is about a woman, her name is Sarah Wynne Williams, who used to work at Facebook and is basically writing a tell-all as to her time at Facebook. So, this one's been interesting. I haven't delved too far into it, but so I haven't gotten any of the like crazy stuff, but I have also been recommended this one as some friends of mine were like, this is good nonfiction that has just been written this year, and you might want to give it a shot. So yeah, I'll give these two books a shot. Hopefully there'll be a bit more. Hopefully this will get me out of this reading slump that I've been in recently. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about reading. Actually, technically, I started rereading JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm rereading part 4. Probably gonna reread part 7 now that it's finally like being printed officially, which
Yes.
Yeah. So might get on that. And then no, I gotta get back to the One Piece train. My friends are getting mad at me because I stopped like 2 years ago, and I gotta get back on. I'm like 400 chapters from being caught up or something like that. So I gotta catch up. So yeah, but that's about it for reading. For things that I've listened to, I haven't really listened to anything new per se. I've mainly just kind of been going back and listening that I have listened to and really enjoyed. So these past couple of weeks, I've been listening to a lot of Anderson .Paak, and one of his more recent albums that came out that's like not his per se. It's his like collaboration with, I forget the guy's name. I forget the other. It's a collab album called No Worries, but it's the N is an X, the O is an X, so it's like NX Worries, I guess. Called Why Lord. I butchered the pronunciation. I'm sorry, I got scared. It's Why Lord, but it's LAWD, and it came out last year. It's been really good. It's a nice little kind of, it's like a rap album, but it's more akin to like Anderson .Paak's not just a rapper. He's also like an R&B-ist. He's like an instrumentalist too, which is cool. And the tracks are also done by, I cannot remember the other guy's name. Hang on, this is gonna kill me. I'm turning into Aaron. Hang on 1 second. Producer Knowledge. That's the producer. And the beats on it are pretty sick. I like it a lot. So I've been listening to that recently. That's been nice. As well as going back through Anderson .Paak's older albums. Some of my favorites like Malibu and Ventura. Good albums. And then I've also been listening to a bit of a rapper who I like. who I haven't listened to a lot, but occasionally I hear a couple of songs from his that I like. His name is Denzel Curry, and so I've been listening to his album that came out
Oh yeah.
2 years ago. 2 years ago, I'd say. It's called "Melt My Eyes, See Your Future," which is very good. It's got one of his best songs of all time on it, called "Walkin'," which I really enjoy. The whole album, though, great. I really, really enjoyed my time listening to it. It's a somber. it's a good album. It's very somber, but it's like it's his personal favorite album, but it's a lot of self-reflection. It's how do I put this? In 2022, a lot of rappers were going to therapy, and this is Denzel Curry's therapy album.
Love that.
So yeah, but it's really, really good. I enjoyed my time with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for music, or for things that I've been listening to. Just some other random stuff though. Some other stuff that I've been doing. I've been traveling a lot these past like 2 months. Not even gonna lie. So I talked about it at first. I think the last time we talked was like in mid-May. So by that time, I want to say I talked to y'all about the trip that I did to San Diego, where my cousin got married. Nice excursion to California because I hadn't been in a minute, but also good time to see folks, which was fun. Since then, I have gone to Houston twice, as well as New York City. So I went to Houston for the first time with a couple of friends. We went to a convention down there, and we just kind of hung out, had a good time. Got to see some friends and chill out, and it was a lot of fun. Didn't get up to too much then. So other than that, not other than that. After that, other friends of mine up here wanted to do like a day trip up to New York City, where we just got up super early, took the Amtrak up to New York City, wandered around like the city, wandered around like Manhattan for the day, and then hopped on the train back that night. And so that's exactly what we did. So we went up pretty early, went to see a couple of sites, mainly like Central Park, wandered a bit through Chinatown and a bit of Broadway on Manhattan, went down to like the 9/11 Memorial, and went to the harbor, as well as toured like the West End, and also kind of walked through a bit of Chelsea and such. So it was good. It was a lot of fun, a lot of walking, and I took a lot of great pictures on both of my cameras, digital and film. So that was a fun time. That was a grand old time. I opted out of the New York slice, but I did get the New York bagel. And gang, I gotta be honest. Yeah, the New Yorkers are right. The New York bagel. It's
Damn.
The New York bagel. It might be a cut above. I don't know. It might be perfectly.
No New York slice though.
I've had a New York slice. I've had a New York slice though. I didn't get the slice when we stopped for the New York slice. Yeah. Of course. What do you take me for, Aaron?
Fair enough.
I opted out this time only because I actually did have one. So I was like, yeah, I'll not get one. But I had to get a bagel because I did not get a bagel last time I was in New York. So, it was good. It was a bagel, but it was like perfectly chewy, crazy. So other than that, we saw a couple of sites, restaurants, and just general kind of vibed out in New York City. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. We mainly stayed on Manhattan, honestly, though. We didn't really go to Brooklyn or Queens. So it was a wonderful time. I'd love to go back and like spend more time in the city just to do a bit more exploring. But for a day trip, I'd say we did a lot, and that was a lot of fun. And then I was back in Houston last weekend because my other cousin got married. Another one got married. So we just went down for a day, did the wedding, and then came back the very next day. But most of the trip I spent back in Dallas and just kind of hung out with my family because I hadn't seen them since. Well, I hadn't been home since like March, and I hadn't seen them since. I mean, now that I think about it, I guess the last one. But different. It's different. So, yeah, just good time there. And just got back from that early last week. So, and then the last thing that I did in the time that haven't talked, which isn't really a thing, but I figured I might as well talk about it. I don't know how plugged in you guys are to the TTRPG space, but
not really at all.
Oh, okay, understandable. Well, honestly, probably for the best. Probably for the best. Things get needlessly dramatic over there, and I don't really pay too much attention to that. But I did pay attention because my DM in the campaign that I'm in was like, "Hey, we're gonna do like a one shot for Daggerheart, the new RPG that Critical Role was like, hey, Wizards of the Coast is doing some weird stuff, so we're gonna make our own system." So yeah, we did a little 3-shot to Daggerheart, and honestly, I kind of like it. I dig Daggerheart. It's different enough that I'm like, yeah, I can see myself playing this long term, but also at the same time, it's not like such a departure from something that I'm used to, like Dungeons and Dragons, that I'm like, I'm doing this is crazy.
Mhm.
It's a lot more tailored to how do I put this without sounding like super mean? Oh, I guess it would be kind of a cell phone. It's very much tuned a lot more to theater kids. Less number crunchy, which I feel like a lot of people are going to like, which I know has turned a lot of people off of something like Pathfinder, because Pathfinder's like Pathfinder's that extra crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah.
But yeah, Daggerheart's a lot less crunchy and a lot more, what is this thing? And like, how do you feel about this? But like, it's done in such a way that it really kind of integrates like the questions that are being asked, as well as like how you set up your character. It's a lot more weaved into the story. It's tuned to better like weave the character into the story, which I really like. The classes are solid for what they start with. Of course, I was a little sad because there isn't like a lot of classes just yet, but at the same time, it came out like a month ago, so I'm not gonna blame them and be like, why isn't Warlock in this just yet? Like, like it just came out a month ago. I'm not gonna. It is what it is right now, and it's cool. Apparently, it's like sold out everywhere. The physical book, which is kind of crazy. Not surprised, Critical Role has that like level of it is like that, but yeah, so we played it online. It was a fun time. I really enjoyed my time with it. Yeah, I recommend giving it a shot. I like the Daggerheart system, but it might not be for folks who prefer like the like super number crunchy, super like dungeon crawly aspects of TTRPGs like D&D. Like if you're more like numbers, and like game based, you're probably not going to like Daggerheart as much. But if you like the like story aspects and the like weaving that into the action, you might get a kick out of it. I do recommend you at least try it like once or twice. I think it's solid. And yeah, that's my comprehensive Daggerheart review. If you disagree, I'm sorry, you're incorrect.
So true.
And yeah, I think that was kind of a speedy go. I hope that was a speedy go through, but yeah, that's about all I've got. I think that's everything that I've been up to this last like month and a half. So, yeah. Oh, I guess aside from playing Monster Hunter a couple of times with Mitch, I have seen the light. I'm a Bell main. I'm a bag main. Okay, wait. I don't know if I'm gonna say I'm a main just yet, but I like playing the hunting horn. I like it. It's a lot of fun.
There we go.
I go doot doot, and I got a big bell, and I can hit that and just go like bong. They don't see it
Oh yeah,
coming.
did you ever get the Taco Bell mod working?
Oh no, I didn't. I actually
I
didn't
did.
set it up.
Cool. Hang on. Do I still have the?
Yes, there's a mod where you Taco Bell bong after critical damage.
Yeah,
In
after
Monster?
after
Yeah.
like stun damage. If you hit the
Yeah,
monster in
yeah.
the head, it goes bong.
Yeah. So
That's incredible.
That's
I gotta
beautiful.
implement that mod before the next time we meet up. Before the next time we play.
Yeah, I have to find it real quick.
Phew.
Fuck.
Not to rain again?
Hope not. Sure hope not.
It'll take a while to find it, so
Understandable. Yeah. But either way, that's all I've got from my end. I'm gonna pass it over to you, Mitch. What you been up to?
all right. Let's see. I'll start with some of the smaller stuff. I got in a mood to play Pokemon again.
Oh,
Oh.
That happens every now and then. I just get in a mood where I'm like, I want to catch Pokemon. So I did. And I decided to play Pokemon Coliseum from the
Ooh.
GameCube. Hey, Pokemon
Good
Coliseum,
stuff.
GameCube. Yeah.
That's right
It's like
into-
it's mostly just nostalgia. Man, that game is janky, but I still
Yeah.
love it regardless. It's a ton of fun. And what's really nice is that on, say, an emulator, you can scumbag save, and you can actually catch most of the shadow Pokemon now. It's great.
Oh, crazy. Nice.
It's great. You can actually catch Pokemon now and not just get stuck with like the first 6 I find, because then the odds get ridiculously against my favor. And it's just like, okay, do I want to waste like 10 minutes trying to catch this Pokemon and potentially team wipe because I'm just sitting here throwing 20 Pokeballs at it, wasting money and time? Or do I just want to cheat the game because the game is cheating already? But yeah, so a ton of fun. I got to that one boss that's kind of like the difficulty spike. You know, the one boss like at the mountain that has the level 40 Entei out of nowhere.
It's been too
It's been a while.
long.
It's been too long. So there's this one boss kind of like in the middle of the game where I'm around level 35 at this point. He has a level 40 Entei at the end. And it's a shadow Pokemon, so by golly, you want that one. But that's assuming you survive long enough to see it, because this motherfucker, every Pokemon he has knows Earthquake.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
You know, the move that does a crap ton of damage, but will also hurt your second Pokemon in the field, except his Pokemon also know Protect, so his Pokemon will protect themselves from Earthquake, and he can spam that shit.
Lovely.
So I finally get to Entei. I am down to my last Pokemon. It is Umbreon. He is holding on by a thread. I'm just like, quick save. And we're just going to do this. We're going to do this shit for 10 minutes. But I got Entei. And I'm like, good lord, I'm so glad. And that's kind of where I took a break, because that was ridiculous. I'm like, how did I beat this as a kid? I'm like, oh, I know. I probably just spent like 20 hours running around Pyrite Town fighting trash trainers until I got to like level 45 or some crap. Oh man, but Pokemon Coliseum, it's still fun despite how janky it is. I still love it.
All right.
But let's see. Other things I've been playing is, of course, Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Oh, I love it. I finally unlocked the mechs. So good. Let's see. Starting to unravel all of the plot. There is a twist that's later in the game that now that I'm replaying the game, I'm like, how did I not see this? How did that catch me off guard? It's so obvious.
They really televise it.
Yeah. But yeah. There's definitely like I got to the part where it's revealed that we're all in robot bodies. So basically, I'm gonna have to start over with the whole story, aren't I?
I mean, if you want to go on a gigantic tangent.
Do we want to go giant trip? Okay. So basically, two alien factions show up over Earth and start duking it out, and Earth gets destroyed in the crossfire. Fortunately, somehow Earth had forewarning of this and built giant, like, arc ships to escape the planet once the aliens showed up. And the arc ship that you were on gets shot down by the aliens like 20 years later. Like you literally escaped the planet and drift in space for like 2 years. The aliens find you again, shoot you down, and you crash land on Mira. Game begins. As you go through the game, you start like interacting with other alien species that have ended up on this planet. For some reason, aliens just keep people just keep crash landing on this one planet that's seemingly in the middle of nowhere. Why? Weird. And there's this weird lack of a language barrier. Because, like, finally you interact with some aliens and you're like, okay, but why are they speaking English? And you turn to, like, one of the Nopon guys who's following you around. It's like, yeah, where did you learn to speak English? And the Nopon says, what are you talking about? We're speaking Nopon. So for some reason, everything just gets auto-translated. No one knows why. Because the humans are like, well, we didn't build a universal translator, so something's happening. But then later, you get in a big boss fight. The Nopon, Tatsu, does something really stupid, and you have to save his ass again for like the third time. And your character loses their arm to realize that they are a robot.
Oh.
Circuitry and oil. And everyone's like, okay, we're going to power you down for a quick minute and do some maintenance. It's going to be okay. Your party members are like, not freaking out about the fact that you're a robot at all. And then you wake back up and they're like, that's right, you have amnesia. We forgot about that part. So.
Forgot we programmed that in you. we forgot we programmed that in you. Whoops.
Yeah. Oopsie. So anyway, they explained that. So, we're all searching for, when the ship exploded over the planet and crash landed, bits and pieces fell around, and we're all looking for the Lifehold, which holds a bunch of survivors. Turns out it holds everyone, because what happens is, no one wants to just live in space for the rest of their lives, so they built robot bodies, and everyone is in the Lifehold, Bluetooth projecting their consciousness into Mimiosomes, the robot bodies. And that's everyone who's walking around in the city right now is actually like a Mimiosome, is a robot. And that's why it's so important that you have to find the Lifehold, because that's where everyone's real bodies are. And if the aliens get to that first and destroy it, everyone's just going to drop dead.
Oh. That's not good.
And if the battery runs out, if the backup generators run out of power, again, everyone just drops dead. So story-wise, you really want to find that.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. And another thing they're setting up is one of the hyper-advanced alien races you find the Manon, which are like these weird little reptilian otter-looking things. They're kind of like, so let me get this straight. You guys are still using gas-powered combustible engines for your vehicles, and you created robot bodies to project your consciousness into. How did you... You hyper-focused on, like, one part of the text tree there for some reason. How did you do that again?
You don't understand. They love their Ford F-150. It's gotta be. They gotta.
Well,
gotta have the
but
V6.
yeah, that's the thing. It's like, okay, so you're still using that, and then somehow you created mech suits and Mimiosomes. How did you do that without outside help? The game will get to that. Don't worry, I'm sure.
Magic Man.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, I finally got to the point where I'm starting to see like the new characters that they added in Definitive Edition.
Oh, they added new characters.
They
Oh,
added
wow.
at least 2 new characters. They added a new mech suit, which is pretty cool. They've added a new character, which has already dropped new lore, because there's these giant ass metal ring structures in the desert area, and there's this giant chasm in the desert area that's a bottomless pit. And her side quest is to guide her to the rings so she can research them, and she goes, okay, I know what these are. These are for terraforming planets. But this one has been modified into what I think is a weapon. I think we figured out what the cause of the giant rift is. I think this was used as a weapon at some point. And we're already getting new lore on this precursor race that the aliens that are trying to kill humanity have mentioned a few times. So we're getting new lore. I'm hyped as hell. I got the mech. And I already know how Overdrive works, so I'm just plowing through bosses now.
Good stuff.
Nice.
Good stuff, man. Xenoblade, it's really good.
It is.
It is really good. And I think they've tweaked one of the things. There used to be all these different divisions that you could join, and if you did certain things for that division, you would get these little tickets, and you could redeem tickets for monster drops, so you could craft stuff with them. And they kind of overhauled it so that you get tickets way easier now. It's way easier, and so now there's less grinding for materials. So you can just buy them most of the time. Which really helps with the progressions, because now I don't need to farm for 10 hours to get a drop. I can just buy it.
That's nice.
Super nice. Super, super nice not have to grind for that. So yeah. Definitely will be playing more Xenoblade X. But I did take a break to play Morrowind, because somebody decided that I was taking a little too long, Nelson. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm going to knuckle down. I'm going to beat Morrowind. I'm going to try and beat Morrowind. And so I wrapped up a bunch of the side quest stuff, a lot of the faction quests. And I really there's one quest I mentioned. There was one quest to find this ancient Nord burial cave, and there's a maze in the middle of the cavern with a bunch of skeletons in it. I just drank a levitation potion and flew right over that shit. Which is why I love Morrowind. It's here's a puzzle. I'm like, that's great. What if I bypassed it? That is allowed. It's that's the real puzzle. It's just ignore the mechanic.
Ignore the content.
Yeah, just like Breath of the Wild. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Turn that maze upside down and roll the ball over it.
Absolutely.
Pretty great. So then I did take a break from the main story. I got up to the point where I got recognized as the reincarnated hero Nerevar, and it's time to go storm Ash Mountain and fight Dagoth. I decided to take a break and go do one of the expansions.
Mm-hmm.
In this one, you go to the capital of Morrowind and interact with some of the other members of the tribunal. So the main members of the tribunal are, of course, Vivec, Amalexia, and Sothasil. Those were the 3 kind of generals under Nerevar, who then backstabbed him so that they could become gods.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the whole reason that the Nerevar got reincarnated, is because Azura did not like that. And said, okay, well, guess what? He's going to come back, he's going to get reincarnated, and then he's going to come kill all of you in the tribunal for this. Which is why for the first, 2/3 of the game, the tribunal is doing everything they can to kill you, because they don't want you back. Which is the real fun part of Morrowind, is that you are the chosen hero. No one wants you around. You are the chosen hero. That is a bad thing. And so you play through the first expansion, is you meet Amalexia, you go on a bunch of quests for her. She immediately tries to backstab you at the end.
Of course.
Of course. So I trapped her soul in a soul gem and put it on a piece of junk.
Oh heck yeah, of course.
Heck yeah, it's the best part. It's like, oh, you're gonna try and kill me. I'm gonna trap the soul of a god into a shitty dagger that I'm never gonna use. Goodbye.
Just sell it for 5 gold.
Pretty much. And then I finally raided Death Mountain, and I got to Dagoth Ur.
Yeah.
And I fought Dagoth there. Welcome to the Heart Chamber, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come. Come and look upon the heart, and all that. God, I love Dagoth Ur. He's so fun. Because you do get to chat with him before like the final fight, and he's like, oh, do you got any questions about what I want to do? About my plans? What I'm going to do? Just one last chat for old time's sake amongst friends, Nerevar. Okay, we all done here? Alright, time to kill you. Sorry.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal. There you go. Nothing personal. Nerevar, friend or traitor, come. And then after that, I went to the second and final expansion, where you go to Solstheim, and you get involved with Hircine's Hunt. Hircine being the Daedric prince of werewolves and the Hunt. So Hircine is basically just kidnapping people to put in his little werewolf maze. For sport, because he I know he's the Daedric prince. He's not exactly a good guy. He's pretty fucked up. So finally, at the end of that quest, you get kidnapped and have to proceed through his werewolf maze. Fuck these werewolves. Okay, like, I am going through the game, one-shotting everything, except these werewolves. These werewolves are one-shotting me. I have a shield that has, like, 1500 durability on it. They break it every 2 seconds. I went in the maze with like 24 repair hammers, and I ran out before the end of the maze and just chugged an invisibility potion, put on the boots of blinding speed, and just ran past the rest of them. And I figured out it's a little thing to do with one of the like mods, like one of the bug fixer mods, where originally what is it, like hand to hand, like wasn't very useful. It only did like stamina damage. And so it's like, okay, and there's no like scaling, no stat scaling on anything, so the mod added strength scaling to it to hand. Unfortunately, werewolves use hand to hand, and they have like 70 strength.
Oh.
So because of that mod fix, suddenly werewolves were way more powerful than they should have been. Oops. Oopsies. And unfortunately, I was given this really cool mace weapon as a reward for one of the earlier quests, which I came to find out later does double damage to werewolves. That would have been really useful to know. It also would have been way more useful if I had leveled blunt weapon at all.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, okay, number one, this would have been nice to know. Number two, I wish I could use it. Thanks, Morrowind. But, ladies and gentlemen, I have beaten Morrowind.
Yeah!
Congratulations.
Let's go tally up that final hour count. And here we got Elder Scrolls Morrowind. Booted some. Gotta scroll through all my backlogs. Morrowind, total playtime, 410 hours.
Oh my gosh!
I would like to remind y'all that I had, like, this is over the course of multiple playthrough attempts because I kept downloading more mods and corrupting my save files.
Oh.
So roughly half of that is just because shit, lost all my game again. Oops, gotta start over. But yeah, I am finally done with the Elder Scrolls Morrowind
You're free.
and celebrate.
Finally.
I went through and played Space Marine 1, the first one.
Hey, that's a good one.
Knocked that shit out in an afternoon.
Dang.
That feels so good. I'm like, okay, let's play Space Marine 1.
That's
Awesome,
it?
I'm done with Space Marine 1. Holy cow, this is great. Now I gotta find another game. Ooh, this is great. So I guess I'll go start on and finally wrap up the story on Space Marine 2.
Yeah. Fun game.
Let's see. The other thing I've been playing a lot of is Cookie Clicker.
Cookie clicker? Okay.
I've been playing some Cookie Clicker.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
You're
Click-
playing Cookie Clicker?
Well, I'm clicking cookies.
Shit, you got
Oh,
me
yeah,
there.
I am-
You-
Yeah.
I am clicking on
already
cookies.
bet.
I can tell you that. I don't know what else to call it. I'm currently producing 53 treadecillion cookies per second. Things got a little crazy there.
Oh,
I'm at that point where it's starting to get a little crazy.
a little? A
A
little?
little it's just a little crazy. I may have triggered a grandma apocalypse, but let's not worry about that.
A grandma apocalypse?
Don't worry about it. It's all for the sake of making cookies.
Jordan, have you not played Cookie Clicker?
Oh, I've played Cookie Clicker. I know what it's about, or at least I think I know what it's about. I'm
But
pretty sure I know what it's
really,
about.
I don't know if you played enough Cookie Clicker.
Does this game open up like Frog Fraction or something? Just like just clicking cookies.
Just click cookies. That,
Yeah.
Like cookies.
Yeah, I've played Cookie Clicker. I've played
Okay.
Cookie Clicker.
So have you unlocked the Cookie Dragon? Have you?
Oh, then I guess I haven't played enough Cookie Clicker.
It's like, have you figured out how to exploit the cookie stock market?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, the cookie stock
Like the
market.
cookie stock market. Have you
I
prayed to your cookie gods and cast your cookie spells? And
no, I
Have you exploited the alternate universes? I don't think
I-
you've clicked enough. I don't think you've clicked
I-
enough cookies.
Yeah,
I
this
agree.
is
I
starting to
have-
sound like third new game plus.
First, we have to talk about parallel universes.
But
or all of us are cookies. Clicking. Oh, okay. No, I can say with confidence I have not played.
let's see. Onwards to other things. What have I watched? I have watched a little bit of anime. I got in a mood. I decided to rewatch Nichijou again.
All right.
Still good.
Yeah.
Still one of my favorites.
Nice. All timer.
Let's see. Dragon Ball Super. I've watched a few more episodes of Dragon Ball Super because I got up to the Goku Black arc.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to the hold your fire, he's not black line.
Of course. Naturally. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you know the meme where Trunks is like tells all the resistance members, "Hey, don't shoot. He's not black." That is verbatim what he says in the show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I thought, oh, this must be before they reveal that Goku Black looks like Goku. That must be why they're referring to him in such a manner. Surely, no, we already know who Goku Black is. There was no reason.
The dub team had to get a bit cheeky with that one. They come on.
They got a little cheeky. There was no reason to be like, this isn't Goku Black. No. They just said, hold your fire, he's not black. So that was a conscious decision.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Very, very known conscious decision to write that line that way. and I don't know why. Was it just because, hey, you know what? People are gonna make some memes about this.
You know, the memes were there.
There were definitely memes. But yeah, Goku Black arc. It's fun. It's a good fun arc. Goku Black is a fun villain. Him and Zamasu are fun.
I've heard the arc itself is inversely as good as Goku Black is cool. And Goku Black is really cool.
Pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. And that, haven't really been reading much. I've been listening to a lot more of Old Gods of Appalachia podcast. I've been listening to more of that. Really like that podcast. Good and spooky. Just a good spooky podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, just downloading a bunch of mods for Skyrim. I haven't played Skyrim yet, but I have been testing mods out to get up, make sure they're all working good.
Hey.
So yeah, I will jump into Skyrim next. That will be my next slow burn game. And
It is
That's
not
probably about it
nearly as intensive as Morrowind.
okay, good. Yeah, I feel like the quest markers might help. You know what? As much as I love Morrowind's systems, I think I will like the Welcome Relief of quest markers again. Because for the main story quest where they're like, okay, you go south out of town, you go east across the bridge, you follow the river until you reach this big old like this big old dwarf fortress, and then you go blah blah blah, and it's good instructions. It's good. It works great. It's fun. When it's some random side quest and they just go, I don't know, head east. Eventually you'll find the cave, maybe, and it's like, okay, how far? It's just due east. Okay. And eventually I just say screw it and look it up on a map, and it's like not east, first of all. It's like, it's way more southeast, and it's halfway across the fucking continent.
Yeah, it's just a short walk.
Just a short walk out of the village. I'm like, okay, so first of all, there is no, like, I head east until I hit, like, a mountain range. I'm like, well, there's no easy way to walk around this, so surely it's somewhere in this vicinity. No, it's like, you head east, over the mountains, across the sea, onto the next part of the continent, onto this little island. There it is. And it's like, okay, fuck you, game. So yeah, you know what? I might like some quest markers this time around. Other than that, I think that's about it for me. Except for, all right. One last thing, there was a small anime convention, like in the Davenport area that I went to. Me and my girlfriend went to that, of course, and that was fun. Nice little convention. Got to see Nostalgia Critic of all people there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that was kind of fun, just getting to say hi. I got to see some other voice actors from anime that I've seen, which is also cool. Just a nice little convention. It was cute. Got some
That's
random
cool.
knickknacks.
Yeah.
Had no
Alright.
excuse to wear the Link cosplay again.
Any excuse is a good one.
Yes.
Any excuse. Ren Fair's anime convention. Ram Saturday because there's no law against it, so fuck it.
Fair
There's
enough.
no laws. There's no laws, Batman.
No. No. All right. What was your favorite knickknack that you got from the convention?
Favorite one. Let's see. I have to go and look and see what stupid knickknacks I even got.
Ah,
But yeah,
well, no worries.
yeah. My good old short-term memory. It's like, what did I even buy there? I know I bought stuff.
I completely understand. Every time I gotta find something that I did. Every time we hop on this podcast.
It's like, damn, I know I did stuff, but like,
Yeah.
Also kind of got into like assembling and painting models and stuff.
Oh.
Ooh, like Gunpla or
Just like airplane models mostly. Just
Okay.
keeping it simple for now.
nice.
Very
that's been fun.
respectable.
A nice, respectable hobby for the nearly 30-year-old man. Thank you. Gotta act my age at some point, so I'm getting into airplane models.
There are worse spices.
And let me see. And that is about it for me. I'm gonna have to look for that Monster Hunter video, so we can pass it along to Nelson.
Woohoo! So I think I talked about going to Scarborough last time, or maybe I'm about to.
I think so.
Regardless, I got a sword. It is now hanging on my wall. It is a very, very pretty sword. Very beautiful sword. The big thing that I have done is I talked about it. We were doing a production of The Prince of Egypt, not my home theater, but another theater in the area.
Yes, I wish I could have made it to that, but work got busy that week.
Yes, someone who knew your parents, I think, came up and said hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, because my parents went because they knew someone whose kid was in there or something, blah, 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 and saw that you were also there.
Yeah, that was cool.
They loved your performance, by the way. Nothing but good things.
Awesome.
They thought you did spectacular.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that was the experience of doing the show itself was great. The church there has a gigantic screen, so they can do big, beautiful backgrounds and everything, and the stage itself is really big, so you can have these big, giant dance numbers and all that. So that was fun. We didn't have a show until the last dress rehearsal. Some of us from my usual theater, we got some of our friends to they couldn't see the show and they couldn't see the dress rehearsal, so they came and saw the Wednesday night rehearsal, and we have apologized to them because they did not see, and they saw something that had good moments, and that was it. It was rough. It was not a show at that point. And then somehow, miraculously, it was a great show the next night. I don't know how.
We take those.
We take them. So, if that theater is doing a show that has a role I want, then I'll go there again. Not eager to though. The director did talk to me afterward and did specifically ask for some constructive feedback, and I gave her very mild and mild understanding, but still I hope constructive feedback. So hopefully they'll be able to make show week not so much of a nightmare.
Very particular choice of words you had there that said much more than I think you anticipated.
I could have said much more, and I chose one general note to say, which was a lot of stuff that wasn't done by Tech Week should have been done by Tech Week. So, but yeah. Then right after that, because no breaks, I started rehearsals for a new show. It's an original show. It's a musical about the Civil War.
Hmm.
Yeah. and it's focusing on Grant and Longstreet's friendship that they had. They were good friends before the war, and they rekindled that friendship after the war. So it's like telling the story of the war from their two perspectives. So it's interesting. It's good. I unfortunately I might have to drop the show because the director wants to do a Friday matinee,
Okay.
but that is the week that things are starting back up for school, and those days are supposed to be off limits.
Ah,
So
yeah, that's an issue.
yeah, so I'm gonna have to talk to him about it tomorrow because I thought I might be able to get out of those, but it's looking less and less likely. My friend, who's also a lead in the show and also works at the same school as me, he's gonna talk to our principal, see what's what. But yeah, it's a problem. I don't know why he decided to do a Friday matinee, but whatever.
Directors be directing sometimes,
I guess I've never in my life done or heard of a Friday matinee.
I mean, wait. Oh, no, I guess not. Wait,
No.
did we?
No, in high school we did not.
Did I? I feel like I did.
I know when our high school did Charlie Brown, we had like a Friday morning show for the elementary school kids.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. That's right. I know we did do that a couple of times, but that, yeah.
Mhm. But not a Friday matinee.
For like general people. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, yeah.
Because who's gonna go to see a show at 2 p.m. on a Friday?
Joe Schmo, who's got Friday off, I guess.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I hope we can work something out because I am enjoying the show. I'm enjoying working with the director. He was a friend of mine from a while back, so he's a good guy. He's very earnest, but I don't think he's thought this through. Namely, this Friday matinee and some of the other stuff in Show Week, because there's like some stuff with the theater. It's a nice venue, but there's been like some weird communication stuff with that. So we'll see. If we can work something out for that matinee, or just get rid of the matinee, I can do the show. I can make sure I'm ready to go Show Week. I'm professional enough to do that. So we'll see. But that's show news. I mean, there's stuff with my home theater, but that's it's my last year on the board before I rotate off for at least a year. And I'm trying so freaking hard to push for us to do Hunchback of Notre Dame because that's a dream show. And I am fighting against just years of this is how we do things.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's not so much the attitude of this is how we do things, it's the attitude of we don't want to lose our audience. Which is respectable. But also you're not going to grow your audience by doing the same kinds of shows either.
Very true.
So
Kind of
we'll
like
see
a
if I
tightrope.
can get anything. So that's enough for shows. But I have done a little bit of reading. I'm trying to get back to reading Wind and Truth at night.
Oh, you haven't finished it yet?
No, I read through day 1 and then I stopped because it is easier to scroll on my phone at night than it is to read a book.
So real, unfortunately. So real, unfortunately.
Thankfully, Mr. Sanderson is pretty easy to read, so I can do that. If I were having to read like Pride and Prejudice before bed, I don't know that I could do that. But Mr. Sanderson is quite the easy read. So
He's just alone.
I've read a couple more chapters of that. I'm gonna try to be disciplined and keep working my way through that.
Okay.
I did start reading, and I'm actually probably, it looks like about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through a very interesting book. It is nonfiction. It is I found it through a YouTube channel I watch, and it's a book called Gods in Everyman. It's a book written after a book the author wrote before called Goddesses in Every Woman. And what it is it's Jungian analysis. And it's basically taking the archetypes of the Greek gods and going with the idea that these archetypes have grown out of what people observe in themselves.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
So people have aspects of what we think of as Zeus in them, what we think of as Poseidon, what we think of as Hades, Apollo, all that stuff. And so people have like different aspects of each of them inside of them. Some people have more of one god than another. Some people are very strongly one. Some people are pretty evenly spread across a few. And people have like aspects of gods and goddesses, no matter the gender. It's just some tend to be more masculine, some tend to be more feminine, that stuff. And it's just like going through all of that, talking about how like not just how it looks for a man who has like a lot of Apollo in him, but also like what the god itself, the archetype, what that looks like, what the life of a guy who has Apollo as his strongest aspect, what that life looks like generally, and then what some problems can be for that guy with himself, with other people, and ways to work through those problems. So it's fascinating, absolutely fascinating. And so I'm not through it yet. I got through the main three: Zeus, Poseidon, Hades. Of those, I definitely see most Hades out of the three, because I am an introvert and very introspective, and I don't like talking to people.
So Hades is your persona, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, my persona.
Persona.
I was gonna say you run a tycoon, you run an oil farm
Yes.
down way down in the Hades town.
Yes.
You conduct the Electric City.
Got a nice brick tattoo on my arm and talk about why we build the wall.
Yeah.
To keep us free. If only my voice could go that low.
Oh, if only.
So yeah. And then I've gotten through Apollo, Hermes, Ares, and I'm partway through Hephaestus. After that is just Dionysus. And of those, I definitely, when I was younger, there was a lot of Apollo. Probably more than any of the others, but that's changed. As I've gotten older, as I've gotten, more independent and everything. And I'm already partway through Hephaestus. I'm seeing definitely good deal of myself in that, because I like to be alone, and I like to just work on my stuff, play my games, read my books, write my books.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it is fascinating. It is really insightful, and for me at least, it's helping me to not just understand myself, but understand other people better. And as a writer, it helps me to understand my characters better. So that's a lot of fun. So once I'm done with this, I'll probably move on into the Goddesses in Every Woman and read that too, because if it's anywhere near as insightful as this one, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great read.
Okay.
Yeah, highly recommend. If you like to read that kind of philosophical stuff. That's about it for what I read. a big thing I did, other than the big theater stuff, is I chaperoned another school trip this year because it's a free trip for me. Yes, I have to chaperone, but I don't have to pay for anything like in terms of airfare and lodging, and food. So we went to Boston this year.
Whoa!
that's why you
you
were to
ship it
Boston.
out to Boston.
To Boston.
Step it up to Boston.
Boston is a beautiful city. Like I don't like New York. I might have made that clear before. But I kind of despise New York. Boston is pretty beautiful. It is a very nice city. Like there's still the downtown skyscrapers and stuff that I don't like, but the skyscrapers aren't so ever present like they are in New York. There's a lot of older buildings, and then there's a lot of historical parts of Boston that are really well preserved. It's like the idyllic New England city, so it's got like the four-story buildings that have the really nice brick exteriors with plants growing all over it. Even just walking around it, I could like get a sense of the culture there. There's the tour guide like went through a bunch of that stuff, how there was like a huge influx of there were like two big influxes of Italian immigrants and then Irish immigrants. And the Italians, there's a Little Italy in Boston, and we went there and there's a really nice cannoli place, like a little Italian bakery, and it was packed. You go in, you just find a line, you go in, order what you want, you pay cash because they're going too fast to deal with card. And then you leave with this little box of pastries, and it's delicious. But then the Irish immigrants kind of spread out across Boston, so their culture is more present in the rest of Boston. But it's interesting. It was a really fascinating city, and there's so much history there. There's so much history, which I absolutely loved. So yeah, we went to Boston. We explored around there. We went to Plymouth. We went to Salem. Salem honestly gave me a weird vibe. I don't know what it was about it, but
I wonder what.
the Witch Trial Museum was really cool, and they also Salem is known for the witches,
The witches.
but it also was a huge seaport area, which meant that it had a ton of pirates.
Yo.
And they have a pirate museum at Salem
Yo.
based around one specific pirate that they found his buried treasure, and he was the most successful pirate in the history of piracy.
Oh dang.
Like
They found Luffy?
they
got the One Piece? That's crazy.
It was so cool. The whole museum, they let you take pictures except for the room with the treasure. You can take pictures, but if you post the pictures, they will contact you and say, "Please take this down."
Wow.
That it was fascinating. It was a fascinating story. Like the guy was friends with Blackbeard, but Blackbeard decided to do the privateer route of I'll work for the queen, because it's safer that way. And this guy was like, "No, I need to make money now because my girlfriend's parents won't let me marry her until I make a ton of money. I need to do this now."
This sounds like a novel plot.
It sounds like it. It also has the youngest. His honest crew was the youngest pirates that we know of. Who was like 8 years old.
Dang.
Yeah,
Dang.
he was like 8 to 12 years old, and he just ran away from home and joined the pirates. And he died in the shipwreck.
No.
There's like
Dang.
I think 2 people. There was like 2 to 4 people who survived the shipwreck, and it was just a big storm that got them. It wasn't even like a big battle or anything.
Dang.
Yeah, it was absolutely fascinating. That alone was worth the trip to Salem. And the best thing about the museum actually was not just everything in the museum, but we had with these trips, you go through a museum and you just go through it at light speed, and you barely have time to appreciate anything. Like when I go to a museum, I want to stop and take my time with stuff, but you can't do that on these trips because there's just too much to do. But
Yep.
instead, we had a tour guide who took us through the museum at a decent pace and explained everything, gave us like SparkNotes versions of everything. So even though we couldn't read everything, we still got a huge chunk of everything. And the guy was really knowledgeable, really passionate about it all. It was great. He was fantastic.
Awesome.
And he was dressed like a pirate the whole time, so you know. But it's Salem. They seeing someone dressed up like they're in a Halloween costume is not uncommon. So yeah, that was cool. We went to Lexington and Concord. Saw the place where the two battles took place.
Mm-hmm.
And Concord we also, while we were in Concord, we passed by Louisa May Alcott's home.
Oh shoot! It's the
then-
Little Women house.
And something in my brain clicked where I was like, wait, the Concord in Little Women is the same Concord as Lexington and Concord.
Yeah.
Years of this, and it never clicked. So that was fun. But yeah, that was a much nicer trip than the New York DC trip. I would very gladly go to Boston again.
How dare you diss my cities like that? How
Hey.
dare you?
DC, I love DC.
Okay, you're the nice.
No, I love DC. The trip to DC was disappointing because the kids were just not engaged. But you know,
Well, kids, you know.
No, I would love to visit DC again and just like look at all the go to the Smithsonian's, go to the museums, do all that stuff because again, we barely had any time. New York, I don't care.
Dang.
Although I do need to get a bagel.
True. Get that bagel. It's perfectly chewy.
Let me see. Things I watched. Because it was around the time of the 4th and I was feeling particularly patriotic, I rewatched most of the John Adams miniseries. Still great, still love it, still one of my favorites. I'm gonna finish that up when I have time. I wanted something. I didn't want to just sit and watch YouTube, but I didn't want to watch an episode of John Adams because that's like a little mini movie. So I decided to continue rewatching X-Men Evolution.
Ooh.
I watched pretty much the entirety of season 3.
Just a little bit of
Hey.
X-Men
Seasons
Evolution.
get shorter as they go on. Yeah, that show's just pure nostalgia for me. I love it. It's great. And as much as Big Hair Rogue is great, I think Goth Rogue might beat her out a little bit.
The true battle of the ages.
The true battle of the ages. Which Rogue? At some point, I do want to watch the old X-Men series.
I've heard good things about it.
Yeah. I want to see a version of the Dark Phoenix saga without having to read the comics. Because good lord. Speaking of Dark Phoenix, I have played Marvel Rivals.
Oh shoot.
I finally got Lord on Cloak and Dagger.
Good stuff.
That was a freaking grind. Ugh. But I got Lord. I got Lord on my favorite characters, so that's fun. So now I don't feel as bad for when I play other characters because it's like, oh, I've already got the big thing for my main. And I'm not particularly great with Phoenix because my aim isn't the best, but Phoenix is so much fun that I'm gonna play her anyway. One of the most annoying things in the game is when the enemy uses a rocket ult, and now if I have ult, it's gone. It's gone. Just get rid of it. I think I'm going to try competitive this season.
Go for it.
We will see if I get so frustrated and stop having fun with the game again, because that's what happens when I play competitive games. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We will see.
Yeah. Well, at least if you get competitive and you can manage to make it to gold, you can just stop and then reap the benefits at the end of the season.
True.
I just
And then
gotta
you just don't have to play it again.
crawl my way out of bronze and silver.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I play support, so that's
Yeah.
I gotta deal with tanks who just charge in. Not actually taking space, they just charge in. And then instead of going for the back line, they just decide, I'm gonna fight the other tank. Poorly.
Yeah.
Because I'm playing Magneto and I can't aim. And I only use my shield on myself. Cloak and Dagger, you're getting pounced on by Black Panther in the back line. Time to shield myself.
Sucks to be you.
Naturally.
Yeah, that game's fun. That game's a lot of fun. I also have played a good amount of Elden Ring Night Rain.
Oh, I need to get on that train.
That game is great.
Yeah.
That's so much fun.
Alright, that one I am a little more curious about playing.
It's just, hey, just go fast. Who cares lore? Who cares? Go fast. There's no time for lore.
No time for lore.
No time. Go fast. Now. And then the bosses at the Night 3 bosses all are just like the freaking toughest things I've fought in some of these games, because it's like, hey, we know you're gonna come in here probably with 3 people, so let's design the boss around that. So they hit hard and they hit wide. And they came out with, and I beat all the bosses, but then they started coming out with super boss versions of some of them that rotate on a weekly basis. So now I've got to get those. But I played a lot of that. Getting a random match is difficult because the matchmaking in this game is not great. There's been times where I sat there for like half an hour waiting for a match.
Oof.
It was bad.
That's right. That's right, because it's just 3 or 1. Right?
And it's got a lot of weird criteria that excludes people. So there's like a few different events on the map that can happen that change a section of the map entirely. And if you have one of those, you can only match with people who also have that one. And there's character-specific quest lines that have you do something out in the world. You get a little special mission that you need to do out in the world during a run. And if you have one of those, you can't match with anyone who also has one of those going, because only one can be loaded at a time. So that's rough. But if you just match with friends, if you just group up with friends, it works. So I've been playing with my brother and one of his friends.
Makes sense. Probably for the best.
Yeah, it works out. It works out well. And then I've also played not a lot, but a decent amount of the DLC for Lies of P Overture.
Wait, they released that?
Yes. They just dropped it.
Oh, that's right. They dropped it at like Summer Games Fest or whatever, right?
Yeah, something like that.
That's right.
It's fantastic. The first boss was a little rough, not because the boss itself was bad, but because it shoves you in, it's so big and it shoves you into against a wall, and the camera just is like, you're not gonna see yourself. Nothing I can do about that.
Yeah.
But then the second boss I fought was maybe the best boss in the game. So
Nice.
it made up for it. It is probably the best duo fight in a Souls type game. It's so good. So yeah, it's incredible. My brother's already beaten it because he has infinite time and he can do stuff like that. But unemployed, not in a show, you know. College students, am I right?
Must be nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to that. But any time I take playing a single player game right now is taken up by Expedition 33. Incredible.
Naturally.
Absolutely incredible.
Good.
I've been fighting those extra bosses like as I come across them, and I've only stopped fighting a couple of them because it was too much.
Yeah.
There was one.
Try to go into some of the danger areas.
Yeah, I've done that. As long as you parry everything, you win most of the time. Sometimes they're out healing your damage and you can't.
Yeah.
There was one where it does 5 attacks. That is it, and one of those attacks is just charging an attack. But it's so freaking difficult, and it hits the entire party with every attack that I got wrecked too much, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna move on. But then there were a couple where I first tried them, so, you know. Game's great. Love it. One of my favorite turn-based RPG systems.
Yeah. Without question.
And from everything I'm hearing on the little bits of Castle Super Beast that I've listened to when they talk about Expedition 33, I need to play Lost Odyssey at some point.
Time to dust off that Xbox 360.
That Xbox 360 that I never had.
Well,
I'll go on Craigslist and get one for like $10. It'll be red ringed. Actually, no. Red ring Xbox 360 honestly might be worth more than a regular 360. It's a collector's item.
Don't, as a collector, don't push it.
Yeah, great game. Love it. Anything else? Oh, fun little story that happened one Wednesday night. I was driving home from church, getting ready for writing group, and my cousin texted me saying, "Hey, we found a dog, just like a dog on the street. It probably has an owner, but we can't keep it in our back." It was like 2 of my cousins. It's like, we can't keep them in our backyards because one of them there's other dogs that it could be an issue with. The other one, it's like their own dogs get out of the backyard. So they're like, "Hey, can you keep the dog for the night while we try to find the owner?" And so, all right, I'll do it. And so I had a dog for a night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The dog was obviously well taken care of. The dog was 8 years old and had teeth like as white as a puppy's.
Oh.
Chocolate Lab and Pit mix. He was a pretty boy.
Would be cute. Oh man.
And he obviously lived in a house because at every little sound from my neighbors, he would start barking. So I slept on the couch, and he would go back and forth between sleeping on top of me or sleeping on like the floor or in the chair.
Oh.
And then the next morning, we had found the owners, and I took them home.
Oh, that's nice. Worked out.
It worked out. And I believe that is it for me. Oh wait, Doctor Who.
Oh,
Ah,
we almost forgot.
Almost
We almost forgot.
How
Can't
could
forget.
we possibly
You forgot.
forget? Unfortunate news. Doctor Who is being taken off of Max at the end of this month.
Dang.
So I don't know what the BBC is gonna do with that. Like maybe they'll try to sell it to Disney so that Disney can have all of Modern Who on there. Because right now they just have the new stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what they're trying to do. But now I'm now looking at some of those Blu-ray box sets because they are not that expensive.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So
Shout out to Physical Media.
physical media is forever. Buy Laserdisc.
Laserdisc. Not Laserdisc. Oh, no.
So, not much to talk about on the watching front. I started a rewatch of Modern Who, and
All right.
I got through the first two episodes. I mean, there's stuff in there that even back then was a little not great, but they're good. The writing is still really good.
Okay.
I like it, and Christopher Eccleston is incredible.
Nice.
Christopher
Nice.
Eccleston and Billy Piper. Which is funny considering what happened at the end of the most recent season of Doctor Who.
Oh no.
I don't know, so I
Oh,
can't.
So, the 15th Doctor who had one season before this was his second season. He regenerates. He's done.
Yeah.
Because who knows? And then he regenerates into Billy Piper, who played Rose, the first companion of Modern Who.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And that's what they leave you on.
Oh.
No confirmation on when the next season is happening, by the way. So, Doctor Who is in dire straits right now.
Oh no.
That's what happens when the writing takes a nosedive.
Well,
it's unfortunate.
Times like these where I'm very happy I didn't get invested in Doctor Who then.
I can't even argue against that. Man, I was sincerely hoping for a thing that happened with the classic series where you had some really bad seasons, but then like it was too little too late, but the last two seasons are really, really good. I was hoping for that. From everything I've been told, no, unfortunately.
That's a shame.
It is. But, hey, there's a gigantic backlog of audio adventures that I'm slowly working my way through.
Who could forget about the audio
Who could
adventures?
forget about the audio adventures. That's where some of the best Doctor Who is. So I listened to one called The Game. And it's this planet.
Ah, damn it.
Yes.
Come on, Zach. Come on. I was doing so well.
It's this planet where they don't have wars anymore. They have blood sports. And there's a guy coming to the planet to try to make peace because They have killed so many people in this blood sport that it is just getting absolutely ridiculous. And this guy comes down, and he's like this great peace negotiator. And the Doctor and Nyssa show up because the Doctor's a huge fan of this peace negotiator. But it turns out this peace negotiator has no idea what he's doing, because every time he has negotiated peace, it's been the Doctor helping him to do it. But the Doctor doesn't know it because that is in the future in his own timeline. So things don't go well. And the Doctor, of course, gets involved in the game, which is just giant sword fighting battles. So it was fun. It was a fun one. Next was Dreamtime. It's a 7th Doctor adventure where he goes on he arrives on a planet with his companions, and the colony, for some reason, Uluru has appeared there. The giant rock in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I don't know anything about the mythology around Uluru, so I can't say if the episode is accurate. It feels like they did some research, but it's playing into a lot of that. And there's like a dream world where people are transported to, and when they are, their bodies are replaced with rocks. So they go into the colony, and it's just rocks everywhere. So they have to figure out what's going on there and how to fix it. Next is Catch 1782, where the big conflict is there's a time anomaly where it's the Sixth Doctor and Mel. Mel gets pulled back into the year 1782 at her old family home and gets tangled up in her own family history and becomes a mysterious figure in her family's history. And so the doctor is worried that if he just takes her back, it's going to completely screw up the timeline. So they have to figure out a way around that. The next was Three's a Crowd. It was another 5th Doctor adventure where they go to a planet that has like a colony above it, and on the planet, everyone lives in a room. They exercise so that they will one day be able to leave the planet if they hit these certain fitness markers, but they almost only ever talk by just video calls or voice calls. And at most, they will have one person in their room at a time. If that. And there's a big like mystery behind why are things like this? What's going on? What happened with the colony up above? The colony up above the planet is abandoned. So what and it looks like there's some kind of alien eggs in there. So what's happening with that? And so it's a fun little sci-fi mystery. Next was Unregenerate, a 7th Doctor adventure where the 7th Doctor he goes to this place where it's revealed later on in the episode, it's a bunch of Time Lords kidnapping people, or not kidnapping people. They make a deal with someone and say, hey, I will give you what you want if at the end of your life I will show up again and you'll come with me and you will essentially donate your body to science. And so when that time comes, they take these people there, and then they try to implant a TARDIS's brain inside of theirs. Because the Time Lords are like, people are gonna figure out time travel, but we don't want them to figure it out in ways that screw things up. We know how to deal with time travel. We're the Time Lords. So we're going to basically implant our own agents into the different societies by uploading TARDIS brains into people from different alien species, including humans. And the doctor comes, and he's not happy about this, of course. But there's an accident that happens where part of the process is started on him, so he like loses most of his memories. He's in a really mentally damaged state. And in the meantime, his companions are trying to figure out what. I think it was Mel at this. Yeah, Mel's trying to figure out a way to get to him and help him out. And once she finds out the situation, get him back to the way he was. It was a pretty dark story, but it was a lot of fun. And the last one, I haven't finished it yet, but it's the Council of Nicaea. It's a Fifth Doctor adventure where they go back to the Council of Nicaea. But then Aramim gets involved in one of the factions, the faction that eventually loses the Council of Nicaea. And yeah, it's good. It is well written, but I kind of find it a little annoying because one of the things about the episode is we need to hear the other side of the story. We need to hear the other side, and one of the big things Aramim said, his side needs to be heard. They need to hear his argument. You never hear the argument from the other side.
Oh.
So it's a case where the story doesn't believe its own message, and that's a little annoying. It's doing a lot of stuff that an episode like the Aztecs did, and the Aztecs is my favorite First Doctor episode. Where it's all about, hey, don't mess with time. Don't try to change big events in time. But I think the Aztecs did it with more respect. This one, it's a little blunt, and the characters can be a bit too much. So, but again, still well written. So at least there's that. That is the Doctor Who Power Hour.
Woo!
And with that, I believe that is it.
Hoggies. Thank you all for coming to this episode of Foot Fetish Monthly.
No.
I appreciate your time.
No.
As soon
I appreciate
as
your
you
time.
started talking, Aaron, I knew it was coming.
I just
We would like to thank our sponsor, Quentin Tarantino, for his patronage.
Quick, before we start talking about specific scenes, we got to go to the outro.
To the outro.
Meow.
The most fun part about that is you go Tarantino, Uma Thurman again.